Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome in to session number 9 of Shadows of the Last War. I hope everybody's doing okay out there in TV land, and I hope my players are okay and prepared and ready for what's about to happen.
Anju to die?
Anju he's the cat of my heart. I do not want to see that happen to him. I don't want him to die, but hey.
I mean, listen, I've been needing a vacation.
Look, he just got art. We can't let Anju die, okay? He got character art. It's plot armor.
It's true. He's
Yeah,
real.
man.
It's also it's my token now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All of these things are accurate and true. So
Oh wait, aren't you like dying right now though? Like in game? Give us for a second.
In game, we don't know. We don't know. We're in the middle of a classic bub cliffhanger right now.
the classic. I've reached that status now. It's classic. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have a quick talk about what happened last time, and we will then dive right in. While we are waiting to see if you guys manage to squeak out any more luck rolls, because right now you are 1 and 5 into the second, so only 1 luck roll today, and who knows if you're gonna need it. So what happened last time we played, guys?
We had a battle.
It was literally just one giant fight.
it
It was awesome.
It was a battle on the ship.
Nobody even noticed that we never took a pee break. It was just
That's true.
constant.
Yeah, it was a full-blown, it was one of those sessions.
I took
like
8 pee breaks.
Maggie did, that's true.
Here's the thing. If I need to pee, I'm going to pee because I'm pregnant.
I mean,
and I pee all the time.
it is good to pee when you have to pee, but, you know, especially
Yeah.
for Maggie.
During our post-game recap, like after we went down, I was like in pain. Like, but I
You
want to
should
talk
have just
about
gone when it wasn't your turn, bro.
Yeah,
it. I'm not gonna make the same mistake tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be upset at anybody who decides that they need to walk away to use the bathroom. Just go. It's not healthy.
We had a few
Jess.
objectives. We were on
Yes.
the Fallen. It crashed into the
Which is an airship.
planned. Crashed into the crazy king's ship.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get Charon, which successful.
Yeah,
Dude, I
Find the
like
elf.
him.
Find
He's
the
a
elf.
Warforged friend.
We were
You-
successful.
You like Karen?
Was not the elf Anju or Sera thought it was. And then they fudged up and mentioned Hale's name. So
We fought.
that's a whole thing. We have yet to get the elementalist, but Scout found it and told the captain where it was. It seems like the captain has a plan to get it. And then the hidden relic, I know where it was, sent Anju on a mission to get it. Anju did get it.
Yeah.
So I feel like check.
Well, the wild card was a freaking wyvern showed up unexpectedly. That
And
was
who got distracted by the wyvern?
Not Cain.
Ivan.
Cain was
What's wrong with me
Help.
getting distracted? I was a toad. What the fuck am I gonna do helping you guys retrieve stuff?
No, you were good. Distraction, killing stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah, I almost
Yeah.
killed a wyvern with the help of my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all did a great job doing that. That was
Fuck
good
you.
stuff.
Oh my gosh, Cain! Cain was like friends with the dragon. I thought you were gonna like make the dragon your pet or like at least a friend.
No,
I
we
thought
weren't friends.
For a
He
moment
just
there,
he bent the
you
knee.
weren't battling
so-
it though.
Yeah.
he bent the knee. The dragon bent the knee because he thought I was the apex
And
predator.
then y'all slapped it.
I mean,
and
to
then-
be
and
fair,
then I was
you
like,
are the apex
okay.
predator.
I'm gonna go kill the humans now, because, like, yeah, well, the dragon's not gonna mess with me.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
went and I zapped the captain in the face with some like lightning emperor shit. He got stunned for 3 hours. Bubs told me after the
Yeah.
show he was.
He's
So-
paralyzed for 3 hours. That is correct. So he's watching you just lay waste to
Yeah.
the ship, communicate with dragons,
Ooh.
murder
His ship's
men.
gonna blow up and he's just gonna die.
That's horrifying.
But
So
we in
everything
games
was-
don't know that, so we're
Yeah.
not gonna go save him. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. That is currently above table. That is meta knowledge, and
Yeah,
I mean
we don't
technically,
know.
I think it's actually Anju was aware that he was still alive, but Anju had other pressing matters, like when another
As
man
always.
was thrown, and there the wyvern, just the whole thing.
It was chaotic. There was a lot happening all at once.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was fine with Cain until he failed his will save.
Right.
And then he felt compelled to help the dragon. So he told them to leave them alone, threaten their lives, and then when they didn't listen, he walked up and cast mage armor on the wyvern so that they couldn't hurt it anymore and it could get away.
What timing too? You use that after the fact. All of the wild magic rolled off of you, so that was excellent timing for that.
And Cain got to find out who Scout's creator is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got information
Big.
directly zapped into my brain, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And only Cain knows.
Only Cain knows. It's true. It's true. You had mentioned, I still want to highlight this. You had mentioned that one of the goals was to rescue, arguably one of the most important goals to specifically Captain Strickland was to rescue Charon. Now, Frost, you said that you were like, I like that guy. Like, what's so stand out about Charon that makes him likable in your eyes?
He's got those like perfect pirate morals, you know? Like he's not gonna do anything that's against the pirate code. Like he's there to help out his friends, and he knows who his friends are, and he's there to have a good time doing it. He's not gonna sit there and he's gonna find it wrong to torture somebody. He's gonna, it's like torture the innocent, I guess. He's gonna find it wrong to, I don't know, that's the vibe I get. He's gonna find it wrong to.
He's presumably chaotic good.
You got all of that
Yeah.
from the dude being like, hi, who do I need to kill?
He likes to party.
And then
What?
he said, not me. And he's like, yep, true. And then he ran off. And then he came upstairs and didn't kill us. How did he know not to kill us?
That's
Probably
yes.
Because we weren't
Probably
in
because you're
uniform.
not dressed up like the people on this ship that look like the
You're a
king's-
frog.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, he could have killed me. I'm a fucking frog. Like,
I don't think
Yes,
his
because the
first
king
thing
is
was
bringing frogs.
he sees like a frog latched onto the throat of a wyvern. He's not going to be like, yeah, let me jump in there. let me get up
I'll
in
let
that
those two
shit.
duke it out.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right. So your secondary objective, and this was, I feel like it was the immediate bait and hook into Sera, was to rescue the slaves. Rescue the slaves. That was the first thing that I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, we
Sera
So
really
noble.
latched onto. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And
how
we
much?
did.
How many slaves did you rescue, by the way, Sarah? I just want to.
As a group collectively, we did.
Oh, of course.
On average, we
Notice
all
the red
rescued
she's wearing,
one or
guys.
two
It's because of all the
slaves
blood
each.
she spilled.
The blood on my hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a team name. I keep forgetting them.
We have a-
Scouts honor.
Scouts
Oh
honor.
yeah. Forgot
Yeah.
about
Yeah. This can't go poorly.
We need to change our team name, guys.
How
Found out
long
some
will
shit.
Scout even have honor? That's the question. Y'all are.
Yeah, no, that's the,
Y'all
thing. The
are.
new team name is Scouts a Liability.
All of these are good. So, third objective. This was, I feel like it was the nail in the coffin for Sera, was to rescue the elf of House Fjarlan.
Yes.
Oh,
Indeed.
she did.
And we did.
We sure
because
fucking did.
Anju. Well, maybe if we just didn't send Anju in.
Okay, so here's. Okay, so this was kind of a thing. So Anju saw the wyvern thing happening and was like, I'm not fucking with that. And went to do missions because,
What to do missions, yes.
do the things. And we freed the slaves from downstairs. He met up with Scout.
Yes.
We had a little chit chat because Scout had found the artifact that we're looking for, potentially, right?
Mhm.
Lockpicked instead of using keys because it was literally faster. Freed Charon, right?
Yep.
And then before we freed the slaves, we found out that there was explosives planted on the ship, and that it was going to explode in a number of minutes, which was my favorite. Which is my favorite line when Anju asked, panic, asked Scout, "How many minutes is a number of minutes?" And Scout, without missing a beat, said, "It depends on the number of minutes," which was iconic.
It's the truth.
And then, yeah, so running out of time, Anju had to choose between going after the artifact and going to rescue the elf. And he against his better judgment, chose to take the more moral route, I guess, and revealed his face to this elf, who immediately recognized him as a mark. and then Sera came in, and Anju delegated freeing the elf to her and said, let this guy go, don't unbind his hands, for obvious reasons that I didn't even understand at the time. That was Anju knew more than me at that moment. Like, I didn't even understand why the guy recognizes Anju. He's like, don't
I thought
unbind
you
his
like
hands.
had
I
it,
did.
and then later you were like, no, I did
No,
not
that
know.
was
I just told her not
literally,
to do it.
genuinely, Anju knew more than I did, and it just came out of me. And
That moment when your character has more survival instinct than the person playing it.
That's
yeah.
most characters.
And I did slip up and say Hal's name because I couldn't. I was doing a bit. I was doing a joke about how I couldn't recognize him.
Yes.
Which
Now
is
he knows.
that's not out of character at all. That is just something Anju would fucking do. And then what happened, Sera?
I immediately let him out of his manacles the minute you left the
And
room.
he went invisible,
And then he went invisible.
like
The
an
one-
assassin from House Fairlawn.
The one character flaw from downtown.
You're so right.
Betrayal.
You're so right.
The last assassin I met was a great guy. I don't know.
They must all be great and trustworthy, you know? Just because I know one.
And then Bub, what happened?
I mean, a couple of things. Happened. You know, you had managed to successfully bag what you believe is the relic of House Cannith
That's true.
was tipped off to you. And on your way up, he hit you in a chokehold. He choked you out, and he expressed to you in very, very few words that he was.
I did roll very bad.
He was sorry, but he's not sorry. He has to at least try to finish the job. So instead of killing you, he choked you out and hid
Left me
you
for
in
dead.
the ship.
Yep.
Left me
After,
for
you know,
dead.
a robot man screamed out that the ship was going to explode. So before you blacked out, the last words you heard was "good luck, you sorry bastard."
That's a Batman kill.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else to note? Oh, the
I think
captain.
those were the big ones.
The captain, before he was paralyzed, he sent off flares to alert. I mean, this is an active patrolling
And then
lane.
another ship was coming.
Yeah, skiff.
And the the wyvern went over to that ship.
Correct. Yes, the wyvern went in that direction. That is correct.
You guys saved us from being chased, guys.
I mean, honestly, the wild magic was kind of not bad.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I mean, I do like that as a team we were like, I mean, it's combat. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wizard's gonna wizard.
Nobody said shit when I started throwing giant hammers into the wyvern's face and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and
Yeah.
that's great. Like you saved the day until you don't.
Well, Cain did sit on you. Or not Cain. Ivan sat on Cain for like a portion of the ship journey.
Yeah, it was gross. Slimy.
A couple of moments that I definitely want to highlight, some things that I thought were really, really fun after that last session was, one, I feel like it would be against the law if I didn't highlight just how cold my dice were all session. They were
you were getting wrecked.
They were quite frigid. Not much I can do about that, but like I said, the dice tell a story. Cool things that happened, aside from the moment where we saw the wyvern react to Cain the way that it did. I was surprised at just how quick Frost, in his Wartoad form, was willing to leap up into potential death to catch the wyvern and pull it back down and get tangled up in it. That was way more intense than I not only anticipated but intended. So that was pretty sick.
I like to think that not only do I have those animalistic urges throughout the night, but as I do thing as the animal, right?
Mhm.
As I continue to fight as the toad, that they start to like take over a little bit. So it's less Ivan there and more Toad. So
I was
that's
gonna
just
say
a battle toad being a battle toad.
I just thought it was our characteristic pettiness that we've held on to for the whole campaign. Just like, nah, fuck that wyvern in particular.
Yeah.
But yeah, yours is better.
I have so many exterior questions, but I don't want to pull away from the game any further. I want to kick us right back off into where we were at. So we're gonna set the scene and put us right back into the chaos of what was before us. If you recall as such, you were aboard the airship. The captain had yelled out that the vessel was going to explode in a number of minutes. And that question is how many minutes? Is it actually minutes? Is it seconds? You aren't sure. But what you all know is that in the heat of the moment, this has gone very fast. It has been the blink of an eye. Above table, it's been exactly 10 rounds. That's 1 minute. 1 minute has passed since you have come on board the ship. And it's been utter chaos since. So I'm going to take us back to our vessel here so everyone can see. And that you guys can also see sort of what's going on here. We do have 1 luck reroll as it stands. We are 5 away from our 2nd luck reroll, and 10 there and after for everyone after that. Let's get this moving. Just because.
How do I remove this extra piece?
What piece?
There's 2 tokens now of me.
I can fix that. Let's see here. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Got it. There you go. And pulling this up right here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm on the captain's shoulder because I went over and talked to him and then I sat on his shoulder.
Yes. We ended right basically at the end of initiative, so it's going to kick back up. You have flown over to the captain himself. This is someone that you've managed to speak to a few times. He is aware of you, but haste is of the current nature. Chaos is abound and afoot. What is it that you would like to say here? Do you say anything to him?
No, I did on my turn before, remember? Because I told him about the elementalist was down below.
The elemental itself. Okay, how would he respond to that?
He already did. He said he was like, we'll have to go under the ship or something is what he said.
Yeah, we'll have to go under the ship. Okay. Seems good. Then in fervence of the structure here, so that's Sera, Scout. I don't have... Anju, would you roll your initiative for me, please? I gotta put you back on the tracker.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
What was Anju's initiative before?
It was the lowest one. It was 6.
Oh.
Perfect. Remains as such. Ivan.
Yo.
It is your turn, sir.
Sweet. I was just retreating to the ship.
Sure. Scaling up the steps, embedding slime behind you in all directions. You scale up over the top of what looks to be some sort of natural crenellation over the ship, onto the spikes that man at the front of the vessel of the Fallen.
Yeah.
Sera. What would Sera like to do?
I would like to go and see if I can find where Anju went to, because I feel panic instantly upon seeing this assassin vanish.
This very attractive assassin.
Yes. But beside that, I know I went down one way, and I think I know Scout went another way. So I would like to just go in the direction where I had seen Scout go in and out, and assume, kind of like use whatever I haven't found yet to see if I can find Anju.
Sure. You still see that multiple individuals are sprinting past you at this point. They're running in the direction of the Fallen, the vessel which is going to provide some sort of safe haven, right? It is Captain Strickland's vessel. But they bound by you. Sera, you wish to continue moving? And you
Yes,
can.
I will move past them.
In your turn, you will move forward. It's going to carry you about 30 feet into the door. You take 15 to the right and then 15 more down before you make it onto the second floor. It's not really going to provide you a whole lot. You can give me perception to see if anything kind of stands out to you.
Let's see. 22 is pretty good.
Yeah, 22 is not bad. 22 is not
Is that
bad.
gonna do anything?
You glance around and you're listening, and you don't hear or see anything. For all intents and purposes, ship feels empty.
Okay. I will just do a last call for Anju and see if he's
Closing
around.
time.
Anju?
Do you?
Anju, I hope you got out of here because I'm going to get out of here. Now.
Sarah's turn will end
Anju
there.
Breathes
Scout.
unconsciously.
Scout, from your point, give me perception, please, as you peer onto the enemy vessel, the LAS Horizon Treader.
Ooh. Oh, I'm in the hot one right now. 23.
As all of the men seem to be running in the direction of the ship, they're climbing what looks to be a series of broken board and ledgeworth. You can see Sera darting past them onto the vessel, onto the LAS Horizon Treader itself. She seems to be disappearing into the depths.
Okay. But I know that the ship is going to explode, right?
You do? Yeah. You don't know how long.
All right. And I can fly pretty far.
You can.
Where's the... What happened to the ruler? Like this? Keep
Yeah,
going here, right?
in a double move, that would carry you that far. It would basically carry you to the door.
I'm 60 feet flying.
Correct.
All right. Scout will fly above, and as Scout's flying, this is Cain, right? I can see Cain.
Yes.
Scout will say,
Cain, board the ship. It is about to explode. Hurry.
I'm going.
and then Scout will continue flying over. Do I see anybody else that looks like they're part of our crew?
A handful of individuals. They look like they were part of the motley crew that was originally found on the beginning of the second day, right? Where you had stopped to gather a few men. There was like 4 or 5 of them, and they seem to be turning immediately and trying to run abroad.
Scout
back
will
to
say the
ship.
same thing to them as they are passing by them if they see them.
Sure.
But without the name, because Scout doesn't know their name. And then Scout will shout inside until it is my turn again.
Got it.
Go in.
Cain Carpenter.
I'm gonna try to wobble back up the ship.
Sure. Go ahead. Get your move. Give me a climb. It's not anything super
Yeah,
crazy for you, but I
that's
just
what
want to see if you can
figured.
manage. Yeah, you're good. Perfect.
What did I get? 18. Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So wait, do I still get 30, or does the climb take away?
It's going to be a standard action, so you basically have to move and then climb up, and that's
Okay.
going to be as far as you can go.
Let me measure. What's here? Oh, yeah. So,
It's pretty much
About
on the
there.
nose. Yeah.
yep.
Anju.
All right.
Darkness encumbering me. All that I see. Absolute horror.
Encumbering me. I gotta live. I gotta die.
Might be by the falling of a vessel. On my turn, I need from Scout and from Sera. Sera, give me a perception, both of you.
Ooh, 17. Not my best. Sarah's was a 10.
Even or
Ooh,
odd
Match.
in your favor.
17, we had odd. Let's go with odd. Ooh,
Yay.
it's on.
It's odd. Scout,
That's good.
as you near the door, and you're starting to kind of like duck and fly into it at this point, you feel something shift out from under you. Maybe it's just the current, right? It's the current of the way that your wind sort of hits the trajectory of it, right? You feel it. It's unnatural, but something has moved
Can I
underneath you.
scrape my claw? My claw shoe?
Sort of like an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You can try.
24.
He said the thing.
Oh shit! One for one
He
damage.
said the thing.
Yes, you will connect with something. But when you glance back, there's nothing there. Like the head kind of turns on shoulder, whips back around, and there's nothing. You see nothing there, but you know you connected with something.
I know you're there.
Ivan.
Yo.
Does Ivan do
I'm
anything
gonna-
here?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the captain and see if he's got like any more orders. Just like kind of move over to him and just.
Okay. You move up to the captain, and if there was a means of expressing any form of anxiety, it would have been lost on his visage, right? His face doesn't exactly paint that. As a Warforged, he's sort of stuck. He's not as emotive as clearly anybody else is, but you can notice that there is some like trepidation in his hands, where his hands are sort of like up where he was commanding the elemental. His hands now are sort of like his fingers are doing like this, like they're like, come on, come on, come on, come on. You know, it's like encouraging at this point. But he's not saying anything. Do you kind of like move up to speak with him, or are you just kind of
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Just making a noise.
sure. He pans to look at you before he inevitably explains.
Why are they going back on the ship? That's not the rules of explosions. That's not how this works. They're supposed to come. They're gonna die.
Do you do
Sounds like
anything
I've learned a
following
lot.
that?
I've already moved 30 to get to him, so
Sure.
I think I
Okay.
can.
Sera.
Yes. Well, if I look and there's nothing here, it's all empty. I'm like, all right, Anju, I'm leaving. And I just go.
Sure.
I make my way out and start to head off the ship.
Sure, as you turn and you begin to make your way out the ship, you climb back up that stairwell, and the moment that you turn again today, or at this particular moment, you can see that Scout is starting to kind of fly into the vessel. You just catch the sort of, I don't want to say the tailwind, but you see the body sort of dip into the corner. You do overhear something to the effect of, I saw you, or I know someone's there. But then you round into the vision of Scout.
Scout, have you seen Anju? I lost him.
Negative. I was looking for you and Anju. There's someone else here.
There was the elf, and he went invisible.
That must be them.
Where?
Scout points in the direction Scout saw.
I just run into the area. Like, I have no idea if I'm gonna bump it. Like, just this like paladin in full like plate armor, just running in that direction. No idea what's gonna just bolting.
Sure. You start running, you stop briefly to ask, and then you immediately like begin hauling ass again. You're just moving in that direction. When you make it out there, it's just the open shipboard. There's no presence immediately there. Do you continue running in the direction of the ship? What do you do?
I'll keep running in the direction of the ship, and I'll just yell out, "I know you're there. Show your face."
Would you like to give an intimidate or anything of that nature?
Yes,
Run it. Let's see it.
I do get my blade actually, and I just yell that to make it a little more intimidating. Well, I rolled a nat 20.
20. Hell
I did-
yeah.
When I leveled up, I did make sure. Oh, never mind. It didn't take into effect yet. Nothing. I said nothing.
Correct. All right. I'm gonna give them a chance here. This is my own proponent roll here.
Oh,
my
barely
God.
lower.
That's
23.
insane.
That's so
Oh my
close.
God.
You can't see if there's any effect.
Yeah.
Whom you're hollering to is invisible.
Yep.
so you don't actually know if there is any immediate effect.
They peed their pants.
I was gonna say, you see a puddle of
Visibly.
urine appear on the
A
ground.
little poop. You
That was
smell
a-
poo.
That was a great roll. It was a great roll. Very good. Scout, what do you do?
She said she didn't see him, but Scout will do another pass quickly. I think I could fly down here and then back this way. Well, they said they already freed the elf, so
Correct.
Yes.
Scout will double check because Scout knew that Anju was going to go get the thing. So Scout is going to head that direction to see if, like, he got the thing.
He got the thing, sure.
Or if he's, like, stuck down there or something.
Now, because of the nature, if this was a straight line, you'd be there, like, instantaneous. But it's going to take the duration of your round. When you arrive upon this point, as your turn lapses, you'll see lying in the basin where that small box would have been, where Anju had been sent there by you to find this. You find Anju unconscious. His body lies limp at the bottom of this darkened basin, and you can see that his ankles have been manacled, and so have his wrists behind his
Put him
body.
way down there? Gee.
You got hogtied?
Can I, as like, well, I guess maybe that's my whole
That's your turn.
is getting to him, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I medic him, but
Cain Carpenter.
Okay, so I'm gonna hobble my way over here, back over to like some ropes. And he said that the front was going to explode, right?
Yeah,
Said
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to be in the front.
Give me a perception.
Okay.
That's huge. That's huge. You're peering down, like you're in these ropes, but you're kind of peering down after you said the nose is going to explode. Can you give me a knowledge engineering?
Oh, for sure. Here we go. Oh, I rolled a 2.
That's amazing.
Are you happy with that, or would you like the luck reroll?
You have 1.5, you said?
Yeah, we are 5 away from our second luck
Or
reroll.
second. Yeah, okay.
Suck it.
17. Yeah, I set your DC at 16, so that's really big. You immediately see something that sets off some crazy red flags here. Okay, crazy red flags. Thank you so much, the weirdest, for that and Tyrannosaurus. All right. Okay, well done. You guys are technically 5 away from your third luck reroll.
Oh,
Woo-hoo,
Thanks, guys.
thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
nice.
How many you said? We're 5 away from, yeah, suck it. That's how much. And
There we
okay,
go.
there's 5 from Typhoid.
Woo!
Nice.
3 entire.
They want to see me
sockets.
get wild.
3 entire suckets. That's right. Cain, when you peer over the ledge as you're like sort of you find these ropes, you glance downward, and you realize that the bow, the figurehead of the ship, right? This enormous ram skull that has these outward driving spikes that connected with the ship. As it connected, it split the figurehead, the bulkhead, basically off, right? And you can see behind it that something has been bound to it. And as you're glancing, your eyes sort of tighten up around this, and you're trying to identify what this is, and then it dawns on you. It is a munitions payload.
Yeah. Yeah. That our captain put that there, didn't he? Oh yeah, there's an explosion, guys. Oh,
You got to get
careful.
the ram out of the thing somehow. You know, you can't just
Yeah, I'm gonna
just back up.
Oh,
Do you knowing what you know now, give me another knowledge engineering. Wow.
I got luck rerolls now.
You do in fact.
That's better.
That's way better.
That's more
yeah.
like it.
Plus 8.
You can actually see.
You didn't hear before we started, he was all like, I got +8 to all my knowledge rolls. Bragging about it, and then he's rolling bad.
I'm full of knowledge.
You can see that there are what look like, you would say today, you'd be like, it looks like it's some sort of built-in or welded breakpoint, but in this case, it's like a small burn point that is designed to disconnect the bulkhead right here, so like the figurehead of the ship. You can break that early, or you can wait for the captain's call. It's your call.
Wait, it's not going to automatically go off?
You're not sure.
So I can dislodge the bulkhead and make the ship, like, free from it, basically.
Theoretically, sure.
I'm not doing that. Everybody's on the ship still.
I mean, I've got to provide. I've got to provide, right?
I'm not that insane yet.
Yes.
Yeah. No. If there's explosives here, I'm gonna try to self-preserve, and I'm gonna go tie myself down to this post right here.
Cain sees you as you're like. I'm imagining that your character, even Cain's probably a little wide-eyed with like how crazy that is.
That's
to
fucked up.
festoon a munitions payload to the front of your own ship, and as he sees you walking back, he's like,
"Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, it's nice. I like it."
I just look at Ivan and I go, "There's explosives in the front of the ship."
Yeah, I know. I put them there.
Well, you should have told us.
What was that about presumably chaotic good?
Oh no, that's not the captain.
No, the other one.
I like the new guy.
Charon.
Charon, okay.
He's Buddy.
Anju. You are still just nighty-night, my friend. Still just nighty-night. Just full sending it.
Help.
Help.
Oh no. Anyone, please.
Please help.
The men return to the vessel. On their return, they're expediting the round to sort of climb abroad and make their way back. We're gonna move there and drag him up. Other things are occurring. Can I get a perception, please, from Cain and from... Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan as well. Ivan, that's huge. Based on like just sheer location, right? With the way that Cain is sort of tying himself down, picking up additional details is gonna be a little difficult for him. But for you, as you're watching, just as you would like learn that there were explosives on the ship, you glance back and over the direction of Cain is where you saw the skiff flying. This is also where the Wyvern is heading. The Wyvern is moving in that direction and has cleared as much ground. It's basically in 2 to 3 rounds has managed to cover half the distance. And he's moving straight path for the skiff. Not sure what that's about, but that's what you're able to glean from this. Ivan, it is your turn.
I now know that there's explosives, and that means that that's what's blowing up, right? Like,
oh yeah, 1 and 1.
Okay,
that's good math.
Can I do anything about that?
What would you like to do?
Move them so they don't explode and blow up the ship and blow up my friends.
This would be immensely difficult.
I'm an 800-pound toad.
That's true. You are. You are, in fact.
If I eat them, does it explode inside me?
Oh, sir.
Like if I chew them. No, I'm chewing them, so it all breaks up.
That is
know,
how you
if you
disarm
put a
explosive.
firecracker in a
Smush 'em.
closed fist,
Yeah.
that blows your whole fist up. But if you just put it on the surface, it just does a little bit of damage. So if you swallowed one, I'm assuming we're gonna be eating fried frog bits.
Yeah.
Dinner is
I think
served.
I think he said they were welded to it, but there's a break point that you can dislodge the ship.
So I can dislodge the... Well, I can dislodge the ship, but like, can I not just dislodge the ammunition so that it doesn't blow up?
You'd have
But
to get
we
to the front
stay-
and give me a knowledge engineering, and I
We
would be
stay
able
don't
to
have-
do.
You don't have normal fingies.
I've got a mouth.
Yeah, he does. Damn. Give me a knowledge engineering. Yeah, that's great. You are able to determine, based off of what obviously Cobalt has said, that there are several breakpoints. It looks like they were designed to separate upon more or less activation. You're not really sure what that is from the looks of this, but you can see that the way that the head of the ship has been turned, that there are in fact a sizable amount of munitions. It looks like it has been encased in such a way that it's adhesed to this. So unless you attempt to remove the actual like masthead itself, you would probably struggle here. This would be a very difficult check. But You could theoretically just harass and break the breakpoints and separate.
Is that going to dislodge the ship?
With a 20 on engineering, you realize that this is what's holding the ship here.
So there's no way to defuse the bomb.
You're not really sure how it's lit in the first place. It's not exposed to the entire thing, just enough to realize, oh shit, yeah, that's an explosive there.
So I'd need to go under in order to figure it out.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Next turn, I guess.
So let's see, what is that distance gap you covered there?
That was about 30.
Your frog bits don't get blown up.
I think that's our escape plan. Is pop off, and then once we're away, to blow that shit up. I don't know. It's kind of messed up.
Sera. What is Sera doing right here?
I'm honestly just gonna keep heading in the direction of the fallen, like the ship, and try to get off. Like, yeah, I keep heading in that direction.
You got it. In a full round, you will make it just to the front of the ship. Scout. It is your turn. What does Scout do here?
Scout is gonna check if Anju's alive.
Give me a heal check. Scout is
17.
alive. Based off of what you can determine, yeah, Scout is alive. The breath is there.
Scout
it's
is
faint.
alive, yes, but it's Anju.
Sorry, Anju is alive, Scout. Yes, you can see that he is there. There is some breath. It's shallow, but it's there. It appears that this was, well, it's obviously forced. He's not going to cuff himself behind his own back and then his
hey,
ankles.
you don't know what he's into.
That's true.
I don't know what I can do about the cuffing, but I can try to wake him up. So Scout will try to wake him up.
How do you do that?
Is he like unstable? Is that what it feels like from my
Surprise! Sorry.
He for all intents and purposes, he's been rendered unconscious. You can determine that. How would Scout, oh, that's a great question. How would Scout wake him here?
I'm just picturing the old waking up.
Well, I do
The
have
old
the
man.
stabilize spell. So if
Flop him
it's
like
if
a
it's something
fish.
where like I can tell that he's unstable, I can
Oh no,
stabilize him
he's
to bring him back.
stabilized. He's alive. He's not on death's door, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he's taken any mortal wounds.
Okay. Scout will start pecking him with their beak.
Okay, I'm going to need a perception
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
from Anju. Because you're unconscious, you need to break 10 on perception, but because you're unconscious and asleep, it treats you as -10 to your roll.
Okay.
Shit. You can get good perception.
He can do it. He's got pretty high perception.
And I already used Cat's luck.
Yes.
Well, you have like a few rerolls, so
it's
yeah.
true.
I just.
we might need some more reroll.
All right, perception. Here we go. 28.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
huge.
that's pretty good.
That's going to put you at an 18 on the roll. You are groggy. It's real. Like, things aren't necessarily hazy as much as you feel like you're at an express loss of air. You don't feel like you're banging on all cylinders here. Everything is. It's not really connecting the dots. You just hear a voice that is familiar to you, and something is sort of like jumping at you and sort of pecking
Wake
you.
up!
So do I wake up?
Do you respond?
Ow. 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 Where am I? What day is it?
You realize that the wrists
year is it?
are manacled behind your back.
Okay. I realize that.
Scout
You're hogtied,
responds
man.
with where they are, the date, and the year.
Can
We must
I?
go. It does not matter what day it is.
That's.
The ship is going to blow up. Hurry, get up, get up.
You're right.
And Scout is like
my-
hopping and starting to move away.
No. Scout, can I tell Scout to grab lockpicks out of my out of my thieves' tools.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to help you with that shit. You're gonna be hopping your way over. Is it just his hands that are manacled, or his legs?
It's both
ankles,
hands and
it's
ankles
as well.
Wrists
my
and
gosh.
ankles.
I'm not good at
Where
any
are
of
those keys
things.
at? Do I still
Keys
have
are
the
missing.
keys?
Keys are missing.
Well, then, I guess
You don't
I'm-
want me wasting time to open those things.
Yeah,
I have
no.
like a -1 to those rolls. We'll be
Yeah.
here all day. You're probably better off just hopping.
Can I reach anything on my person? Can I like put my hands
Sure. I
under
will
my
give
feet
you,
so they're in front of me?
Let's
I've been
see
in the
here.
back of a cop car, bub. Come on.
I've heard some of these stories. I think this is feasible.
Escape artist?
I want to say that this is feasible.
I've got escape artist.
Give me an escape artist. I'm going to set the DC before you roll it, though. Because of the nature of this, and your cuffs are like, it's not like a 12 link. This is very, very close.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that your escape artist, given the situation and the space that you're operating in, I'm going to set your DC at 18.
Okay. Now, is this to just get my hands in front of me, or is this to get
Yeah, this is
out?
for you to gain mobility back in your hands, potentially allowing yourself to stand up, push yourself around.
Okay. Fucking David Blaine over here. Up. Escape
Make a
artist.
plane disappear.
So I'm letting Scout and Anju go at the same time. Cain, I'm going to shift that order and move you just under Anju so that you'll get to still make your move if you wish. What's your escape artist, Anju?
Oh.
23. Yeah, that's going to be enough. It's not comfortable, right? It's going to be most of your turn. It's your full standard actions. You try to shift your body into such a way. You lean to your side and kind of tuck your knees in very, very tightly. You just
The
get it
tail's
under
the real problem.
Yeah, under the tail and under the ass before it's just like a pop, and then it moves around your feet. You can see how close these are now. It's very, very close. Another person probably wouldn't be able to do this. Sera certainly. Cain probably not. But now they're in front of you.
Would be. Yeah. So my hands are in front of me like this.
Yeah,
But they're still bound, right?
they are still bound. But you're going to have
Okay.
to figure that out on the next round because it is now
Okey-dokey.
Cain Carpenter's turn. Cain.
I mean, I'm tied up on the side of the ship because
Okay.
I don't want to fall off of it.
I got you.
Still, I
Tied
feel like I
yourself
did
up?
what I could do. I guess I could just yell out to Ivan, "That's going to explode soon. You don't want to be there when it does."
You tied yourself up right there, Cain?
Yeah, there's like a
Yes.
post.
You're like, you
there's
want
a
front
post
row
right
seat to the
here.
explosion? Okay, I just
went to the like as far as I could in one turn to a safe place with rope
Okay.
and a post. So
Top of the initiative round.
I think it'll be okay.
It moves to my turn. Ivan, where you still look, you glance back and you can see that the wyvern has now met the skiff as there are several sounds of what appears to be men firing off crossbows into the air. The wyvern has managed to capture a man in his jaws and he's lifting him from the skiff itself. As they're beginning to panic, the skiff is starting to shake side to side.
Fun.
Do you still have mage armor that far away?
Yes, it lasts a duration of time. It's not just a range. The Toad, it is your turn, sir.
I want to go down this hatch.
Okay, all right. You got it. You find it. I mean, it's tight. It's much like that of the door. Remember, you're basically
Yeah.
a large-sized creature. So
Yeah.
give me a strength check. I just want to see if you're capable of pulling your body. It's a low DC. Setting your DC at like basically 10.
I'm so strong.
Good. You're able to kind of force your body through. Luckily, the lubricant of your natural body and its self-lubrication method, you just kind of push your way through. You find yourself into the depths of the Fallen.
All right, can I see anything
can.
around the front?
You can see that there is a sizable amount of damage at this point, and you weren't quite anticipating the sheer size of this munitions box. It's big. Could you bite onto it? Yeah, you probably could. Where's the value in that? I am here for this argument, and it's your story, Ivan.
I mean, the value is are my friends about to blow up? We've been being told for the last 87 rounds that, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? The ship's about to explode. Stinkies.
Yeah, as he has his finger on the red button. Like, seriously.
Seems
Cool
like
NPC,
it's how
Bub.
long he can hold. Like, he's seeming to, like... Bub said he was shaking. Like, he's...
Like he's gonna take a shit or something?
Well, no,
do
it's
it.
like he's commanding the vessel, right? So it's like how long, how...
Mm.
Yeah, like he's the one that's holding the ship up almost.
Does he have everything he needs?
That's why he needs the other elemental.
It's true. He wants the other elemental. So you've managed to squeeze into this, and you move back to the front of the vessel. You can see this, and even your giant toad brain realizes just how dangerous it is being in the nose of this ship.
Can I see anything that indicates how long is left, or is it like I thought, where it's how long he can hold, or is there like a physical timer?
There is no
or,
timer,
like-
there is no fuse. This looks like, for all intents and purposes, it looks like an idle, just existing box. Nothing that really indicates that this is prepared to explode. It's just as you anticipated, that it's something on the captain.
Then I'm gonna try to move it. If it's not at danger, as long as he can hold,
How do you move it?
pick it up in my fucking mouth.
Okay.
What is it? There gonna be shells dropping into my face?
Hey, you know what? Live your best life, sir. Let's see what you got here.
Bombs away.
Yeah, I just want it so if it explodes, it doesn't break us from the ship, you know?
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Sure. Damn it. I'm gonna use one reroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the second reroll. There we go.
Even or odd in your favor?
God. Even.
I'm gonna use the luck reroll. Even or odd in your favor?
Even. Ooh.
You can tell that you've managed to bite onto this in such a way, and as you start to turn and wiggle this, it's becoming free. It's becoming free. You've
Right.
not managed to pull it off entirely.
Sure.
Sera. From where you're at, you're peering up to the vessel, and then you see this just inside of the vessel, just like 5 feet away. An enormous toad mouth wraps around a darkened box, and you can hear the sound of it warping and trying to contort as he's tearing at it. As his mouth kind of turns, you witness a munitions payload. It is an extremely large box of dynamite.
I'm a smart guy. Right, guys? How smart am I? Scale of 1 to 10.
And I see him eating it.
Yep.
I am going to try to grab it from his mouth, like a pet when you see them starting to chew on something, and you're like, no, do not, and like you have to like pull it out of the dog's mouth with their maw because they have a grip down on it. That's Sera grabbing this from the maw of the giant toad that she knows as Ivan. And like, what are you doing? And she's like gonna try to grab it so he doesn't blow himself up.
Sure. I need a perception from both of you. Good.
Drop it.
As you're basically commanding and telling him to drop it, trying to get him to stop, you realize that one of the anchor breakpoints separate, and the ship attempts to shift back. It begins rocking away from the LAS Horizon Treader.
So, okay, how far do I see? Okay, that's happening. It's moving away. I'm trying to get this from Ivan. can I quickly assess who is left and who is safely on the ship that's floating away?
You know, without a doubt, that before you, Scout was on the vessel, and Scout was looking for Anju.
Oh my god. Yes. So Sera,
But Scout can fly.
yes.
Must be nice.
Okay, and but Ivan and I are on the other ship. Yes, we are. We've made it across. Or are we still on the ship also?
Ivan is on the Fallen, yes.
Okay.
You are not technically on the Fallen yet. You're preparing to climb, and just out of the corner of your eye, that's when you see the enormous toad mouth snap onto the munitions box.
Okay. I would like to. I'm not gonna get on the Fallen just yet.
Did you just hear her say, "I want to kill"?
Yeah, I'd like to kill.
No,
Murder.
this is a dire situation. I don't want anybody to die. Anju might die, or Ivan might die. So I gotta pick who I want to save.
Who do you like more?
I think I'm going to address the immediate threat because I don't know where Anju is. I don't know where Scout is. But the immediate threat right now is Ivan's life. So I'm going to address that and
Yeah.
try to get him to safety
Okay.
without blowing us all up.
Okay. All
Can
right.
I just grab, or I mean, it's a giant toad. I don't know if I can grab him. Yes, I'm just gonna try to like get this thing out of his mouth and get us to safety on the other ship.
Sure. Strength check. You're basically trying to reach through this broken gap in the front of the bow of the ship. That's not going to be enough.
I'm gonna use a luck reroll.
In fact, go ahead and before you click strength again, it's a combat maneuver bonus versus his CMD.
All right. My CMB is 6.
Okay, so roll. Just click on your CMB. It's gonna throw it.
Why is it every time we use luck, we roll?
You got 2 luck rerolls still. 2 more.
Yep. This seems like a moment to use it. All right, that's better. 19.
That's pretty strong. Ivan, that's gonna be enough for her to kind of shove you off. Like it's going to exhaust her turn, but she shoves your face off enough so that she's gonna have to drop the shield. Right? Your shield is gonna hit the ground. You're probably also gonna have to like you may have even thrown your sword in. Like you tell me, what do you do with your sword here?
Yeah, honestly, I may lose my gear for this. Like I might essentially thrust it like across or like into it to try to get us across. Yeah. So I just kind of I give up everything.
So then the question I ask is your sword at your feet or is it in the Fallen?
It's probably at my feet.
At your feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Scout.
Yeah.
What are you and Anju doing here?
Scout is trying to get Anju to run with him, with them.
You guys can operate at the same time here. You got 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, Anju is going to. I mean, he's got his hands right, so can I?
Let's hurry, Anju.
Yeah, no, it's like as fast as I can. I'm gonna grab a lockpick from my thieves' tools, and I mean, I have no choice. I can stand up, right?
Anju, when you reach down onto your belt pouch and grab onto your kit, your tool kit here, your Masterwork Thieves tools, they're gone.
Makes sense.
Is there any rope?
Yeah, I think there's rope. I think there's rope.
I have
Scout
rope.
is going to look at Anju and say,
Do you trust me?
Yes.
This may hurt.
Scout is going to tie a knot around like one of like the cuffs and drag Anju.
Sure. I would like a.
I'm gonna switch into my cheetah form and like tie the other end onto me and just pull Anju.
Give me a dex check. You're basically just trying to hastily tie a knot. I just need to make sure that you don't, like, horribly botch this.
I will reroll that.
It's significantly
16.
better. And the weirdest turn of events, Anju, a cat appears before you. It is a cheetah. It's a wooden cheetah, and it starts tying a knot around your around your manacles. There are worse things, I
Some
suppose.
furry shit.
Yeah. But it looks good. It looks good. Standard. So you've managed to shift your forms. You're kind of bound up to this. Give me a strength check. I just want to see you kind of pull here.
Ugh, rerolling that.
Okay.
Oh my god. I can do better than that, but I think I only have one more reroll.
You only have one more.
It might be less.
You only have one more. Chat could help out.
Nothing I can do.
Should I reroll? It could be worse than a 12. That's the
It
problem.
could be worse than a 12. You're not wrong.
Anju,
Trying to think.
it's your life. What do you say? Roll it or no?
That's too much pressure.
Would you rather me keep the 12? That's the option.
I say roll it again.
All right, let's do
Fuck
it.
it.
16. Woo!
Looks
That's
good.
better.
Better.
Is there anything I can do to help this along? Like can I like
Sure.
kind of scoot with my hind legs,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. The problem
out
is
now.
it's not necessarily that you guys are going to struggle
got
getting
claws.
across the flat floor. It's scaling the two sets of
stairs.
steps.
That's why I said it. This is gonna hurt.
It's not going to feel good. Cain Carpenter. Cain is from where you're at, bound to the vessel. You can see that mild shake in his hands begins to grow into a tremor across his body. The captain is no longer leaning into the sarcastic speech that he's been throwing so willy-nilly. Now he's grunting under its weight.
They need to hurry.
You don't say.
You'd better wait until all of them are back on the ship.
Is that all you do?
I don't know what else I can do. I got no spells to assist.
Intimidate him.
Were you
I'm not gonna
intimidating or
go-
were you diplomacying him when you said that?
Yeah, which one?
I mean, I don't want him to drop his concentration.
Mm.
It was slightly threatening.
Just
It
like
was
everything
slightly
you've
threatening.
done.
Yeah. It was-
Compared to the other
I-
things you've done, that's true.
I didn't threaten
You've
to
done more
murder
threatening.
him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna keep tying myself more securely.
give me a dex check, please. Looks good.
8. Looking good.
Looks good. Yeah. You feeling confident about that 8?
Feels good, man. Safe as can be.
I think we're out of rerolls.
My
I got
turn.
one more.
My turn.
Oh, Ivan still has one.
As you're tying yourself up hastily, trying to get this thing wrapped up around you so there's no way that you could potentially fall off this vessel, his left hand abruptly falls to his side. Ivan in front of your eyes, and Sera in front of your eyes. There is an ignition, a spark, and then all of the break points emit a cloud of dust. It looks like smoke, but it's dust, and the vessel starts to slowly separate away. The Fallen is slowly separating from the LAS Horizon Treader.
And that payload is staying on the Horizon Treader.
It is, yes.
Okay.
You hear from above.
Can only hold this so much longer.
Ivan,
So,
it's your turn.
so the problem is that he can't hold it together. Not like he's not holding us in the sky. He's holding the ships together.
You're not sure what he's holding.
Okay. But are we Are we moving away at a constant rate, or are we just like gapped and now it's
Because of turn structure, there is that like gap, but you can tell that as time is passing, it's going to keep drifting apart.
okay? I see that there's rope on top of the ship. Is there anything down there?
Down where? Where you're at?
Down, cause yeah, where I'm at. Yeah.
This is where most of, I mean, you didn't see before because it was just like, get down there and go. But to the rear of the vessel, this is where a lot of the slaves were at. They've come down here to kind of hide.
Right. So is there any sort of ropes or anything like
Cargo
anything
wise,
that I can...
even or odd in your favor?
Odd.
Odd it is, yeah, you'll find a rope.
Can I throw that to Sera with like, just like chuck it from my mouth? Like
Sure.
chuck half of it while keeping half of it?
Yeah, I think, it takes you like 2 or 3 steps, but you're able to reach out and grab onto like a rope and sort of with your head. I want a dex check. Just go ahead and click your dexterity.
I'll re-roll that. Last re-roll.
Okay. Then Sera, I'm going to need a reflex from you. This is a bit more difficult. Because you've just lost some stability. Where you were pushing onto his head, there's been a break and the vessel is now shifting away, so you're sort of rocking on heels.
15's not bad.
15 is not bad. How you feeling about it?
I probably won't roll much better if I try to re-roll.
Okay.
I think that was a lucky one.
Okay. Do you have any
Sarah's
luck
like,
rerolls?
how about a fort save?
I do have another re-roll.
Okay.
All right, you're asking, so I'm gonna re-roll it, but something tells me it's not gonna be better.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Whoa!
You
Whoa!
just have to believe, everybody.
You gotta believe. You succeed. You succeed. It's shaky at first. Like you reach out and it passes through your right hand at first, but you manage to catch it with your left just as it lips your fingers here. So you're able to grab onto this and then wrap on tightly. You've got it. It's probably about 10 feet out. You could make the leap theoretically on your turn. You could leap to the other vessel, but you also know that there are still 2 people on this ship.
I'm gonna hold
Can
on.
do I still have any time left in my turn?
What would you like to do?
So I have the other half of the rope in my mouth, right?
Yeah.
I would like to just, with one of my front feet, just do like look at Sera and do like a little motion with my hand, kind of meaning to like tie it up.
Oh, okay. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sera,
Yeah.
it looks as if he's either telling you to like round your body or my guess is like tie up. So what would you like to do?
I'm saying, yeah. I mean, I guess I can't influence it, but
I would like to maybe find a place to tie this rope that he's thrown across. If there's something I can mount it, or like, feel like I have a strong place to mount it.
Give me perception.
Maybe.
Break 10.
That's right. Okay.
fuck yeah.
You're able to find what looks to be a tie-off point that you feel comfortable enough to tie this to.
Okay. But I'm not gonna go across just yet.
Give me
because-
an int. Just go ahead and throw your intellect. I want to see if you're able to identify what this is. Even or odd in your favor?
Even?
Odd. You're not sure what it is, but you just like this is knee-jerk reaction. You're looking for something that looks anchored into such a way that it's not going to be a problem, and you tie off. Give me a dex check. I want to see if you can tie this.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Not the paladins. All right, that's not bad for what I have.
It's crude. It's quick. You don't know if it's going to hold, but it's not quite what you were after, Ivan. She doesn't get a strong read on that, or at least if you can tell, it didn't quite
No, that
land
is
the way
what
that
I'm
you
after.
intended. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I want to hold the fucking ship together.
Oh.
Holy fucking. This is some Captain America shit here.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it.
I'm in. I'm in it.
seeing.
It's
I
not like I'm
wasn't
actually
sure.
holding the ship together. I'm helping, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no, definitely.
I'm supplying 800 pounds of strength.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
it. I'm here for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Scout. Anju.
Setup.
I'm dragging Anju. I'm going as fast as I can. I can go 50 feet.
Can I like?
So 100 feet.
You can go pretty far. The problem is your drag weight is not going to be very high. It's going to cut your movement by a large amount. So I'm going to need some successful strength checks.
I, as a druid, I don't know if this will apply for this
Can I put
in
up
some
like
way.
Can I put up like escape artist or climb to give me some extra mobility even though I'm bound, like to help push me forward?
Woodland stride. Well, I guess it doesn't really apply. To any sort of undergrowth such as natural briars or similar trees.
If there was something like ice here or like grass or anything that would apply a movement impediment, I would be all about you using it, but it won't affect you here that much. You could theoretically, Anju, if you wanted to, give me a it's your aiding here. So you need to break 10 on a strength check.
Strength?
Yeah, it's a strength check. If you succeed, you're going to add to Scout's roll. If you fail, you're going to hinder Scout's roll. So you have the choice here. Do you opt in and offer assistance, or
I like that.
Answer this for me, Anju.
Yeah.
Is your character at a point of panic when you realize that you're manacled by both ankles and wrists, you're being pulled by a wooden cat on a vessel that's about to explode any possible second?
Yeah. Obviously, he's freaking out.
Okay. Then throw me a strength.
Also, I have 3 luck rerolls.
Yeah,
still.
go for it. Yeah, sure. Give me a strength.
Here we go. That's not great.
Yeah.
And you don't have any more rerolls, right?
No, I have all 3.
Go for it.
Oh, you have all 3, so you can reroll.
Yeah.
He's got the power.
15 is good. 15 is
15
good.
is good, yeah.
It's rocky, but as you're being pulled, right, like in typical cat-like nature, it's these like jerky rear climbing moments trying to move up the steps. You are using your feet to sort of push you, and it takes your full round, Scout, to pull him up a single flight of steps. This is not an easy thing by any means. Your character's
like to
not
imagine
strong.
if he failed. Like Anju just didn't like it and digs his claws into the ground, like just like
It
an
has a
angry cat
17th
getting
strength.
dragged.
Okay, let me.
My
let me
cheetah
look
has a
something up.
17th strength.
I want to pull something up real quick.
We love animal character sheets.
Animal character sheets are always.
We have so
Why I
they're
chose the cheetah
overpowered.
because I was like, I can pull Anju in the cheetah form.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I do?
my God.
Anju's manacled. I could tie him up and just drag him.
we had bird friends. Now we have cat friends.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What is Anju? What is your weight?
My weight is not on my sheet, so I don't know.
You
Cheetahs
think-
are medium animals.
You tell me.
Seems like a little guy.
When Scout is normally small.
Let me
I
open
mean-
up your character sheet here. Let's see what Anju's got.
Oh, did you put
Anju's
your
gonna
weight on your
be.
sheet?
I mean, he's a little shorter than me, but probably svelte. So lighter than me in real life. I would. Say, I don't know.
Give me a weight.
I'm gonna say Anju's 120.
120. That's less
Anju.
than me.
With your
And I'm
equipment.
5'1.5".
With your equipment.
I'm 135 in real life and 6'1".
Oh, I'm just fat then. Thanks.
No, I'm just skinny. I'm just fucking. I'm
Due to the nature
made of bones.
of your equipment and the weight that you just knee-jerk decided on Anju, this puts Scout in cheetah form in heavy load.
That makes sense.
So in a normal, you would cover a lot of ground, but under heavy load, your movement is drastically hindered. I think it's still fair to assume that you're just going to get him up the steps. If this was a straight path, you'd carry him pretty far. But because it's steps, it's going to be very difficult.
So
Okay, once we get past the steps, it's just
how light of a weight would have I had to metagame to not do that?
15 more pounds puts you in medium load.
I would have not gone that low. That wouldn't have made sense.
I figured 105 is pretty light.
He's not a little guy. He's a medium guy.
Yeah. He's just a fuzzy guy.
Guy.
Perfect.
It's the fur. It makes him look floofier.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
It does.
Whenever you get him drowned in water, and then it just becomes like a little skinny rat.
I ask yet again. We've come to this point. Cain Carpenter.
You want to do anything, bud?
Look at the stress.
He's tied up to
What
the
am I gonna
ship.
do? What am I gonna do?
I mean, you feel it moving, so like, does that trigger anything in you?
I'm gonna go. Okay, well, I slip free of my shitty knots because they're shitty. And I wander to the open hole with frog slime around it.
Sure.
And I duck my head in to see what the fuck's going on down here.
When you glance down, looking down and then under you, you can see that the rear side of the vessel has multiple of the prisoners slash slaves that have moved to the rear side of the ship underneath the top deck. When you glance upward, you tilting the chin, you can see that there is Ivan, who apparently between him and the other vessel is a rope. He's biting onto it.
Do you need any help, Ivan? All right.
The melody on that
I'm gonna jump down here and side eye the explosives. Like, what the fuck, dude? They're across, right?
I'm
they're
going to
across
guess
the rope.
that this is not an acrobatic act of yours. I'm going to guess that you sort of like hang your body over the side.
I'm just dropping myself in.
Okay, give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Ivy, do you remember what your save is?
What my save is?
Yeah, do you remember what your Wartoad save is?
Oh, your stupid fucking poison.
Oh
bro.
no! Fuck! God, I should have pulled that up. That's my bad.
Putting your jizz
I got you.
everywhere.
Okay, my friend.
Poisoning us.
Are you happy with a 14?
Anytime he has to ask, you're not happy.
No.
Would you like to reroll?
It's not going to be much better than that.
The DC is a 14, so you'll
fail it.
have to
Oh
for it.
no!
Rip.
That's all. We need more rerolls.
I don't feel so good. I think I got something in my mouth.
Oh man. I need
PvPing ourselves.
roll a D2.
PV pissing myself.
Yes.
One.
Take 1 wisdom damage.
Fucker, I need that.
It's
Should have
And
stayed tied up to
smart
the ship.
poison.
I will need you to roll a
take one.
fortitude save every round for the next 4 rounds.
God damn it.
I'll be there soon, I'm sure. Fine.
Am I getting high off of him? What's going on here?
Yes. You are. It's like
This
what
is
is?
nothing new for Cain.
Yeah,
Cain,
it's a
Cain
drug,
like
man.
licks mushrooms,
It's
you know?
it's a drug.
I need my wisdom.
Problem is it does damage as opposed to just like a mediocre effect. Welcome to Wartoads, man. They're fun, real fun.
They're
My
great
turn.
for Warforged to ride.
Apparently wizards are weak to Toad.
Ivan. You can feel the rope starting to slide across your mouth. If you would like to hold on to the ship to prevent it from separating any further, I'm going to need a strength check from you of 18.
Sure.
You are anchoring the Fallen to this other vessel. So succeed on a strength check of 18. And you're the tide
I
that
was
binds.
going down to help with the tug
Can I
of
give
war.
myself inspire courage?
Can you do
We
that?
haven't slept yet, have we?
He should have access to Inspire Courage already.
Bolstering.
Okay.
To his allies,
it's just his
including
allies.
himself. Including
Oh.
himself. It will give you a +1 bonus on saving throws against charm and fear effects, and a +1 confidence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. I would argue that this is probably going to give you a +1 on your strength check.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
it'll
go like.
buff Cain and Sera too, right?
If they were able to understand this, yes.
Oh. He sings the frog song.
All right, let's do it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Not a good roll. Hey, chat. I know we've never directly asked for a luck reroll, but
I don't ask for much.
I mean, I'm
Sub
asking
up.
for $50 worth of subs, but
Sub to Bub is really.
let it ride.
Let it ride. You brace yourself and you
It's just
prepare
not how they
for
work.
what's happening. But it still slides. Maybe it's the natural lubricant of your mouth. Free typhoid coming in with 10.
Is that our last?
Is
It is
that
not.
is that
That
too
is-
late, or is that? Will you allow it?
I
Bob?
will allow it. Yeah, I'll allow it.
There you go.
Oh no, we still have one
you-
more after that, right?
You!
We
Oh,
get 5.
God damn.
it slides.
I don't want to say I
feet.
want typhoid now, but like,
That's a total of. I think that's a total of 4.
That is our 4.
Yeah.
The ship slides,
We
the
still have
rope
one more.
anchors, and it goes taut at 5 feet further. It is now a 10-foot gap from the vessels. Huge. Thank you so much, Typhoid. Appreciate that, brother.
We're
Massive.
setting the scene.
Life saving.
That's
You guys
going to be
walk
your
on
entire
tightropes?
turn. Sarah, you glance back briefly as you're starting to move in the direction of where you know that Scout and Anju are, and you hear the sound of the wood starting to warp around where you anchored the rope. And you realize that the Dandaran Wartoad, it's almost like he's put up a palm, right? He's holding onto the wall, and you can hear the whoa as it's starting to turn and try to pull away. Stormont with the last. Now that we've reached 5 luck rerolls, if you guys wish to give them more luck rerolls going forward, it's going to come at the cost of 50. I do not dare anyone do that. That's a lot. You're eating a lot
And
for
a
that.
pinky.
Yeah, what he said. Just hope that they roll well. Now, what do you do, Sarah? Now that you've seen this, Ivan's quite serious.
Yes. And do I see Scout and Anju at this point? Are they still like?
We're
I
still
think
like 2 levels
we
down.
just got up the stairs.
There's
One
a
level
second.
down?
They're 1 level down, so they made it to floor 2. They've got to get it to floor 1 before you're able to see them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not leaving until I know that they're safe. So I guess I'm gonna help Ivan try to keep this thing together as I see and I kind of like understand what he's trying to do. Is there any way that I can assist?
So I feel like this is a really interesting point, right? And this is where I think that this is going to require some wisdom here. So give me a memory test.
Ugh, another thing that I don't have.
I believe.
So just a wisdom?
Yeah, it's going to be D20 plus your wisdom modifier. So click wisdom. It'll roll it. Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
That's not
Sarah, you are aware you have spent over a month at this point with Scout. Scout is quick to return to drop any information that may lead to impairment of their abilities to succeed at their task. Scout has disappeared now for at least 4 rounds, and you know that Scout can get to the bottom of the deck and back to the top of the deck in about 6 seconds. You are definitely aware that something is preventing Scout.
Something is up.
Something's up.
I'm gonna
Something is
head
down.
I'm gonna head back. Yes. Thinking about that in my wisdom, I am going to head back toward where I know Scout went because I saw Scout go in that direction, and just start heading back. Woof, man, we are living life on the edge here.
Yeah, you guys really are.
But I am not leaving. No one gets left behind. Scout, and I start heading back.
Okay. Scout and Anju.
So the next straightaway can I make it there?
Yeah, you're basically rounding the landing in an attempt to wind the body
Can I
up.
use the momentum to then use acrobatics to jump over the next flight of stairs instead of having Anju like plonking up the stairs? And
Ow.
would that make
ow,
it faster?
Ow.
Man, that would be.
I mean, I can jump with my hind legs.
I'll even say jump. Get ready to jump.
Yeah, you know what? For the sake of the experience, I think so. But if he is not able to best your number in acrobatics, he's going to provide hindrance because you're basically jumping off time.
Okay.
For the next stairs, let's try to jump. Ready? 3, 2.
Scout's running and jumping, and oh my god, my acrobatics is really good. So
Your acrobatics is really good.
pretty good too. 24. 26,
Oh my
yes!
god! Stop!
Amazing.
Yes.
Ice be telling
And
a
he's
story.
handcuffed. He's like jumping with his like little paws cuffed.
Obscene, dude. You're
Amazing.
killing me. All right.
I want fan art of that, but like a
what
GIF
is your-
animated.
What's your
Plus
acrobatics?
Plus 8.
I'm
in
also
cheetah
plus
form.
8.
Nice.
Impressive.
Nice. Perfect.
That is so unlikely to have occurred, but you're able to do it in such a fashion that there is actually 0 hindrance. Now, Scout, I will need a strength from you because you're able to bound the steps.
Oh god.
You're able to bound the steps. Anju, you're not going to be able to assist here because you basically plink down.
13.
Yeah, you're able to basically drag his body to the first floor door, right to the front. And as you're like pulling, you're yanking with everything you got, you can see Sera about 25 or so feet away. Sera, you also witness Scout in cheetah form as the cat head sort of bends the corner and there's a rope that they're tugging on.
Your token, Anju.
Oh yeah. The tokens tell a story.
Cain Carpenter. I need a fortitude save. You
Yes.
succeed.
Pretty.
Damn.
What do you do?
I'm gonna meander around to the front to where he's got the rope in his mouth, and I'm gonna just help try to. I'm gonna try to help keep the ship attached
Okay.
until everybody gets back.
Okay.
I just want to assist him with my
Tiny little grandpa strength.
little grandpa strength.
Sure. How do you do that?
Gonna grab the rope and
Okay.
in front of his mouth and pull it.
I need you to give me a strength check, break 10, otherwise you're going to fail to assist him.
Oh my
I'll go
god.
war to save the world.
Perfect. Ivan, so what
my
this
score is.
what this looks like, right? You hear
Roll up
Cain
my sleeves.
plink down. He plinks down to the floor. You're not really sure what's going on, but you hear him stand up. And as he rounds over to you, you can already see something is happening to him. When he glances at you, one of his eyes are it's completely dilated. The other is like really small and hyper-focused. And he's like rolling up the sleeves like, I got this. And he moves up in front of you. He grabs onto the rope. For your intents and purposes here, you don't actually know if he's helping, but it certainly doesn't look like he's hindering yet.
Help it.
He's gonna get flung off the ship, and then I'm gonna have to carry his ass too.
It's fine.
My
Fine
turn.
with that.
They had a pretty intense arm wrestle, you know. It was
It was close.
Yeah, but he wasn't a toad.
close.
Yeah, I wasn't. a
King
He was a
Boomy of the
normal
Earth
man.
Kingdom. He does have mad Boomy energy. Yeah, he really does.
It does.
I'm gonna
Just
need
watch that.
top of the initiative. Ivan, I need a strength
Yo.
check. The DC is 18.
Again?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's only gonna get harder.
We've rolled like 35 strength checks. It's just
every
Yeah, but
round
not
it's probably
prove
getting
that I'm
harder.
strong.
Yeah, just prove it to the game that you're strong.
Because like, how
Can I-
big are
can I
these ships?
perform my
It's like
strength?
tons.
You can
Actual
inspire courage
Captain
again if you'd like
America
to. Yeah, like it's like lingering performance. If you're still, you'll get a +1 to whatever the roll is.
Yeah, is it your bonus action that it takes for?
How long does my inspire courage last? Is it just one round?
It should be a number of rounds equal to, as long as you're continuing to perform, it won't stop.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I would definitely be continuing to make myself
The Croak Storm.
excited. Rogue Storm.
I'm here for it. Then give me a
sings
strength check.
terrifiedly.
What is this?
It's a +3 bonus on skill checks involving, for you, it was, I think it was like bluff. Oh, it's performance. You chose
Yeah,
in performance. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I got nothing that helps me out. All right. Eat shit. I do have one reroll still. So wait, Is it just like sliding out of my mouth, but I'm not losing it yet?
Correct. It's not reached the end of its rope. It's 50-foot rope. We assume that 5 to 10 of it's been tied by Sera. It's 10 across at this point, so you technically have about 30 feet of rope left.
I'm helping.
Okay, I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. If I can still tell that there's more sliding, and I'm like, I just need to brace when I see them, you know?
Yeah. I got you. It's going to slide 15 feet. So it's going to be 10 to 10 to 15. So you're at 35 feet. You can tell that it's nearing the end of its rope, literally.
Come on, guys.
Sera.
Scout and Anju now at this point.
Sera, Scout, and
You can
Anju, correct.
see. You can see Scout. I think from the angle you might not be able to see Anju.
You probably do not see Anju, that is correct.
Okay.
And from your distance, you are 30 feet away.
All right. I head. I'm not really sure. I might, if I can hold an action. I basically want to. I see Scout is safe and not in danger, so that is relieving. And I know Scout is capable and can make their way out very quickly. So I essentially just want to hold and assist if I see anything going
Can I say
awry.
something to Sera?
Of course you can. It's not your turn, but you can. I mean, your guys are all operating on the same like time, so yeah, I guess technically it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll just be like, Scout.
Sarah, I have found Anju. I
Oh!
have him tied to me.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
He is cuffed.
Thank the sovereign host.
Did you
okay.
run up, or are you staying where you're at?
You know what? I will run up.
Okay. It's going to put you
okay.
right in front of the door, and while you're in the door, you can see that Anju is being pulled. He is on his back. His arms are above him, and they're crossed because they're manacled. They're the very same manacles that you removed from the Fjarlan elf.
I would think that he's more like on his paws, like cuffed together, because we're running together, right? Like he's helping.
You tell me?
Yeah. I mean, my hands are in front of me.
I'm
Kind
gonna
of like on my side, but
just
whatever.
try to break them with sheer strength and might and will.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
that
gosh.
How do you
So
do
that-
that? You dropped your sword.
you're right. How,
You dropped your sword?
I did, yes. And my shield. Can I just at least grab Anju to like move faster if I think, he's impaired by...
Sure. You can tell that Anju's not going to be able to move as fast, and you're already pretty strong. I just need a strength check of 10 to see if you can pick him up off the ground.
Yeah.
Got it. You were able to lift him. That's gonna.
I'm gonna grab him, and I don't know if I can break these manacles, but I'm just gonna.
You can't break these cuffs.
But you could untie the rope that's tied to him.
That's true. I could unhog-tie
You got it.
Anju. So
Anju's-
I will at least assist with
His
that.
wrists and his ankles are bound by separate manacles, and you were able to unbind that, throw him over shoulder, and then that's basically the 3 of your turns.
And we're gonna skedaddle.
Yeah, that's
Keep
your
going.
movement is. It stops there. If you're gonna wait for all that to happen,
Yep.
that's gonna be the full
Yep.
round. Cain
Oh,
Carpenter.
how chivalrous! Thank you. Wait, you sure you don't know how to open these? You sure you know how to open these?
I'm gonna keep trying to help pull the rope
Fortitude save,
until
please.
they get back.
They look so
yeah.
familiar.
This
That's
is 2
weird.
of 4. Cain Carpenter.
I'm just,
Would you like a
over your
reroll?
shoulder, like-
I think I have one.
The sass.
Fuck me.
You should have one more left, because
I?
yeah, we went up to 5.
Okay.
Okay, roll a d2. One. One again. It's 1 more damage to your wisdom. There are 2 saves left. Wait,
Okay.
1 more. There is 1 more. It's past initial.
There's the comeback.
Yeah, that was a good one from Pharma.
I'm strong.
Stronger than me.
I'm gonna hold this shit
Tracy just
myself.
saw it now.
Okay,
Looks like a giant mushroom.
top of the initiative.
Yeah.
I'll need a perception from Cain Also from Ivan. This is going to be more
Yo.
difficult for Ivan due to the nature of where you're located and the fact that Cain is in front of you. Or you roll a 27 and you can see Jesus's eyes. My God. Well done. You killed it. Cain, you saw Sera disappear, but you couldn't see much over the destructed boxes and what have you. However, above you, Ivan's head still stands. As a large-sized creature, you can see significantly higher than most other people. You can see Sera has moved into this, and she appears to have briefly bent down and thrown something or someone over her shoulder. However, this is where I'm going to need a reflex from Cain Carpenter, from Ivan Freely, from Scout, from Anju, and from Sera.
Where it all ends, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really glad I'm in cheetah form right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, is it reflex?
Yes.
Yeah, reflex.
Alrighty.
It's going to be very hard for Anju.
Isn't Anju being carried by Sera?
Anju's being
oh
carried,
no, not
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I got
Nat one.
we got
Well, you have rerolls.
We got one, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2.
If you got them, take
2
them.
rerolls. Oh no, you might need the last one.
That's about as
It's
good as
better.
we're gonna get here. That's about as good as we're gonna get.
I mean,
13's pretty good.
I got a
comparatively
14.
To a 5.
but I feel like mine needs to be higher than everyone else's.
As you're
Your silence
holding
is
on to the
deafening.
rope, as you're holding onto the rope and you feel confident that despite the slack that has shifted between the two of the vessels, with Cain's help, there is some confidence that looms, it lingers here. But it takes more than confidence. As you can hear from above,
It's go time!
and the vessel immediately explodes. The payload bursts. There is a flash of light, and the front of the LAS Horizon Treader explodes into bits of timber, bits of metal. It just destructs. Based on your rolls, Cain Carpenter, you are going to be thrown into the back of the vessel, and you're going to take 13 points of damage.
Christ.
Nice. I'm dead. I'm just kidding.
Jiminy Christmas.
Where does he get
I might
thrown?
die if I get hit.
Ivan,
Like back this way?
Yeah.
Oh.
you are going to take half, rounded down. Only because of your size and the nature of your beast, it's going to be half rounded down. So take 3 points. This is considered lethal damage. You are also thrown to the rear side of the vessel before you're able to recover.
I make a hole in the back of this thing?
Not quite as
You
bad.
are 800 pounds.
Not quite as bad. You're able to recover.
That's what I
enough.
mean.
Anju,
Hi.
Sera. Scout is the only one. This is like, sort of like chunky salsa. You're in a very tight corridor with Anju on your back. And as the explosion happens, your bodies are thrown into one wall and then bounces back into the next before you find yourself rolling down the hallway and down the steps. If you failed, you will take full. If you succeeded, you will take half. It's all rounded down. Sera and Anju, you will fail. Scout, you have succeeded. And this is where we take our first break of the night. We will come back and immediately assess what happens to our players as I describe the next scenario. So we'll be back in just a minute, guys. Behave and all that jazz, and run to the bathroom, do what you gotta do. We'll be back un moment. And we are back. Hello, everybody. Round 2, as we return back to episode 9. Yeah, things are going to change a little bit. We saw a bit of an explosion. Not even really, it's a hazard to say a bit. It's not quite the right term for it. There was a vast explosion as the vessel took a nosedive. What this is going to look from the camera's perspective, there is an emulsive explosion that yields the front half of the Lysander, the Lyrander airship, the LAS Horizon Treader, exploded, deconstructed. In a brief moment, it's simply going to be Ivan. Your eyes trail back as you peer through the bow of the ship, where this bulkhead was, where this masted figure was, this ram's horn. Something occurs on that vessel post the explosion as it starts to spiral and tailwind in a variety of directions. You can actually see that the elemental lights into flame around the rear side of the LAS Horizon Treader. And as the vessel begins to move forward, it ignites, the elemental comes alive, and it starts spiraling straight to the ground. Where this vacated and empty hole is, it now believes the front of the ship is guiding it downward to the actual Earth surface. So Eberron will meet a quick cascaded sideline blow from the LAS Horizon Treader. It is being guided forward, particularly by the elemental. You have no idea if your comrades have survived. But that's when everything briefly starts to go hazy and black as your own ship starts to tailwind and move around. Before inevitably rising up to the surface, do you take your way up to the top or do you check on Cain?
Yeah, I would check on Cain. I'm a toad still. I can't really do any talking quite yet.
Cain. I need to know, Ivan, how do you check on Cain? Are you kind of like poking him with your leg? Do you nudge him with your face? What does this look like?
Yeah. I mean, I would try to like poke him with the least slimy part of me as to not infect him.
You nudge his robes several times. What? I'm curious. I'm gonna open your character sheet and find out here, Cain Carpenter. Cain's holding on. He's not unconscious. You feel the physical push of the enormous toad's head into your side. He's nudging pretty much at your chest and hip area.
Blast it, this is what happens when I go and try to help other people. I should have stayed where I was at. I was secured down perfectly. See you're alive, Ivan. I took a big hit. I think like my back's probably getting bruised up, and I've got splinters in me from shrapnel, and kind of just self-diagnosing myself right now, looking over myself, making sure before I stand up.
Yeah, as you peer over your body, there's the creaking sound of the lifted porthole from above, and you can see Captain Strickland's head as he peers in. His mustache, upside down, swings in the other direction, blocking his eyes, sort of like a door knocker.
Everyone make it down there? Or is there... we don't have too many dead down there, do we? You guys made it out alive, right?
Yeah, no thanks to you, you son of a bitch. You could have warned us it was you causing the explosion. We could have factored that into our strategy.
Well, I did. I said that there was going to be an explosion. I wasn't hiding it.
Before we rammed the ship.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I probably could have. But I didn't. And alas, you made it out alive. Here today, still to yell at me tomorrow.
Yeah. If I could eat you, I would.
I would not be delicious. I assure you of that much. Definite heartburn following me. What about you, Ivan? Are you still good? Equally as upset with me, as expected. It's fine. You'll get over it.
Where are our companions? Go look for them.
Well, from my immediate shake.
And he kind of like pulls his head back and then looks back down.
Yeah, they're not in the air anymore. That's not gonna be a problem, is it?
All right, Ivan, eat him.
No. Don't. That's not necessary.
Whoa.
Someone's gonna fly the ship.
I can fly the ship.
No, you can't. That's cute.
Men will assume they
I
can
can
land
try.
a plane.
Are you on drugs? Why do your eyes look like that?
Maybe I feel back like I did in the caves.
Well.
I'm not gonna eat the guy.
Okay. Well, come to the surface, and we'll figure out how to get down to what may remain of your cohorts. If that's all right with you.
Throw us a rope. Ivan, I think you're screwed.
There wasn't a rope down there. It's all right. We'll get another one.
Oh. Is there still part of the rope from the explosion? Like, is it even long enough?
I mean,
Figured it's
sure,
pretty short.
probably part of it, right? Like in that moment when your body tenses up from the explosion, there's a strong chance that I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ivan, in this moment, given the sheer weight of the creature that you are versus the tensile strength of the rope, do you think it's likely that you would have just kind of adrenalized grip down and just broke the tensile strength of the rope?
Sure, I don't know. Yeah.
It's likely. Characters like the toad is very, very strong.
Yeah.
And I think it's feasible.
Yeah. Let's say it does.
Okay. There is probably a bit of rope frayed and off behind. That being said, he does throw down a rope so that you both can climb. It's not going to be particularly hard. I mean, it is a difficult drop for someone that is 5 or 6 feet tall, but Ivan, you're able to kind of rear up and bring your frog leg up to the top and pull yourself. It's difficult at first, but given the nature of it, you push your way out.
Yeah, good enough to climb. That's perfect health, right? We knew this was gonna go this way. It's fine. It's fine. You still seem a little upset.
I don't even know if we accomplished our goals.
Of course we did. Of course. Look around. Look around you. Did you see all the slaves and Charon's back? My right hand. It's perfect. We didn't get the elemental, but yeah, and I suppose we probably didn't get the instrument of House Caniff. All right, that's a bit of a loss. It's fine. That's fine. Oh, but where was the elf? Did you see the House Fjarlan elf?
What elf? I saw no elf.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, 2 out of 5 is... That's still failure. All right. Well, Charon's back, and we got the slaves, so not all was lost. Money to be made. You still don't seem pleased.
And I like kind of chump check him a little bit, like walk up to him. And
Sure.
Just try to intimidate him, like, you know what we want.
Go ahead and make your roll. Give me an intimidate.
Well, all right. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to throw in the glamour, and we can go check to see if your allies are fine. If they're, I mean, what are you gonna do when you get down there and you find that they're all like squeedly bits, right? There's not a lot left of them. It's just a whole lot of parts.
You know what to say, Cain.
I mean, you yell at them anyway, right? Like, you don't even like them that much, based on what I've heard you say.
No, they're fine. I need them.
You need them? Well, then why do you
And one of
constantly
them
treat
has
them
the-
like shit?
One of them has the bag with your dragon shard in it, so.
They're helping me with my experiments and research.
Oh, yeah. So you have your own slaves, then. Clever.
No, I don't.
Excuse me?
Sort of.
Ivan, you very clearly hear him say "sort of" at the pronunciation of y'all being slaves to him.
Ivan will remember that.
All right. Well, I suppose we should go see if your slaves are alive.
Be especially careful about Scout.
No, I'm not. We can put Scout back together. That's part of a Warforged thing. Humans, not so much. Sorry about Sera, I think. I don't know.
If you find Scout in pieces and before you put them back together, you should let me know.
Why?
I just would like to know.
I'm not going to get off the ship and look for them. That's your job. They're your friends, not mine.
Just get me out of this hole.
Fair enough.
He immediately pulls something from his side pouch. It looks to be some sort of mechanism that immediately institutes the glamour over the Fallen, his vessel. As the vessel ignites into this glamour effect, anybody else that would have been coming this way would lose sight thereof. But for you two, and even for the captain, Charon as well, you can see that the skiff has started spiraling down. It's not equipped with an elemental. Looks like most of the men had fallen off the skiff. The Wyvern is flying back into the area where you were originally, but it seems to be moving down into the forest below, a mile down. You follow the smoke trail and you can see exactly where the Horizon Treader has sunk. Things change a little bit. Their scene alters. Down to the ground floor. Scout, Anju, and Sera. You overhear the sounds of the vessel itself attempting to still continue to pump and wheeze into existence as what few mechanisms continue to move. You also hear the sound of fire ignited, continuing to drive the vessel onto the earth. But you're also equipped with the ability to determine night sounds. They pervade your senses. The sensation of moisture and dew swept through the vessel, or at least in the exploded parts. Where you find yourself standing is on the walls that your bodies immediately struck. The door that you had found your way through to see Sera, to see Scout and Anju, that is about 10 feet to your left, and it's now a hole. What do the three of you do? Describe what you look like.
I would like to change from cheetah form to hawk form.
Got it.
And start kind of flapping my wings and looking for the other two.
Sera is on her last breath, essentially, as she has reached 0 hit points. So she looks to Anju, and
who is already glaring at her.
Anju, peering to Sera, to say that she is in a rough way is an understatement. Her armor has been ruptured. It is bent, pressing into her abdomen. It is making her breath shallow. She is bloodied, and in a very, very worse way.
God damn it.
Question is, can Anju shelve his anger to save his friend? Sera struggles to even mutter out a few words.
Don't move. Don't move. Anju's gonna go over. You had one fucking job. Why didn't you listen? God damn it. He's like looking for healer's kit or whatever he has. I've got something. Right, do I still have the
Scout
haversack?
can heal.
Is Scout with us?
Yes,
Yeah.
Scout is there.
Oh, okay. Because you said you were looking for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Scout.
I've changed into form and I was kind of looking around to see where you guys were.
Scout, come help.
Scout, give me a heal, please. I would like to determine the nature of some of these wounds, if you can.
Yeah. We shall see. 16.
16 is pretty good. You are able to determine that the armor that Sera is wearing is suppressing her ability to breathe. It also seems to be cutting into her as the scale mail itself, angled deftly downward into her torso, is letting blood escape as it seems to freely roll over the scales themselves.
You must remove her armor.
Okay. Can I...
In order for you to
can
remove
Sera
the
even
armor,
speak?
the armor itself is damaged. So you know that even if Sera cares about the armor, it is more of a hindrance currently than it is of offering aid. If you'd like to remove it from her, there's no way that she's going to be able to stand. You're going to have to cut it off of her.
Can I do that with my dagger?
Yeah, you can. You're just going to have to cut the leather straps.
Okay. Well, I will inform Sera of what's happening while continuing to complain. You had one fucking job. Why didn't you listen? We have to lose the armor. It's killing you. And I'm just gonna go for it.
That's all you can hear her say is like Anju under her breath.
You start to quickly use the edge and blade of your knife to remove the straps from the scale mail armor. And the moment that you're able to plink away the two straps on the left-hand side of the armor itself, and you lift up, you hear this like almost schlicking noise as the tipped scale mail starts to remove from the abdomen. And Sera, you're able to breathe again.
And then Scout will examine the wounds and cure light wounds. I apologize in advance, Sera, for whatever's about to happen to you, because I'm certain there's wild magic.
There is no wild magic, not this time.
Must be on a different person.
Host.
Okay, you rolled 1, and it's going to add your level to that as well. So you're going to heal 4.
Better than nothing.
God, I rolled so bad.
Yeah,
At least I'm not at 0.
it's true.
All right. So I am, upon that healing, Sera just, oh, gosh. Shit.
Yeah.
Anju,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Scout, we wouldn't be in this situation if not for me. And I
I
apologize.
do not understand. Were you the one who started the explosion?
No. I'm the one who set that.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I messed up, Scout. That's all you have to know.
Scout, are you okay?
Yeah, are you alright?
Affirmative. I am partially damaged, but it is nothing I cannot repair.
Did you get his number at least?
Whose number?
And Anju will.
Did you find another
Anju
model?
will crack a smile now that
God.
he can see that Sera is okay.
You can see that there is that momentary respite as he attempts to crack a joke in the midst of this, well, this rough situation.
Yeah.
It was kind of cute. Where are we?
I don't know.
I have potions. Do we want to use one of those? I don't know.
No, it's fine. I can lay on hands myself.
Yeah, we have 3 potions of cure light wounds.
Yep. Maybe we'll just slam one of these loudnums.
So it's going to be a d6 of hit points for every 2 paladin levels. How many times would you like to do this?
Twice.
Twice. So gain 4 more.
Alright. Good enough. Alright. let's see if we can find any signs of the other ship above. Scout, do you see anything? It couldn't have flown that far off from where we are.
Affirmative. I shall scout.
Am I
And
still
Scout will
cuffed?
begin to fly away
Yeah,
and
you're
look
you're,
around.
you're still cuffed.
Oh. Then Sera goes for her sword, and there's nothing there. Ah, I can try to break these, I guess.
Where's your sword?
So you realize that your sword is gone, your shield is gone, and your armor
My
is
armor
in a
is-
state of disrepair.
I got nothing. I'm a useless paladin. It's I left it on the ship. The ship here somewhere when I was trying to help Ivan not let the ship explode temporarily or break apart. So I don't know where it went. Let me, if you have your dagger, perhaps I can.
Yeah, I have 3, so I'll like grab one and give it to you.
I'm gonna try to use the tools that he has to tinker or break the manacles so he can at least be free.
Sure. Give me a dex check. Unless you're just going to stab at them.
That might
You
be a
could
little
take his
dangerous.
dagger. Yeah.
I will try Dex.
Go for it.
Okay, that's good for me.
Sure. You're angling at this at the lock, the whatever this mechanism seems to be, and it's having no effect. There is no give. There is 0 response to this whatsoever. You need to find a locksmith, or you need to find a rogue with tools.
So
Yeah,
What-
your buddy took all my lockpicks and everything.
all right. Well, I'm sorry. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. For now, you're gonna have to stay manacled. Let's
Just
see if
keep-
we can.
Anju's just gonna roll his eyes and say, "Just keep the dagger for now. It's all yours.
Thanks.
I have extras."
Scout.
Well,
You have left them briefly so that you can do what you do best, which is determine not only the direction of where you have fallen, but if there's anything that may lend aid to you. If you would please, give me a perception check. That's actually really
Not my
low for
best.
you.
Yeah. 16. Not my best.
Yeah, 2 on the die, which is still impressive to say the least. It takes you a moment to find your way out. The way that you had entered into this place, well, it's no longer immediately available. The hole, which was the door, it seems to be one of the few areas that are meeting topsoil. There's grass. So you have to fly around. You fly around the ship, trying to find a way out before you make it back down to that second floor where the slaves were, and you see these side portholes. Glass in them were destructed. You're able to exit. And as you begin to fly around the rear side of the LAS, Horizon Treader, you realize that while the ship is basically been severed in 2, the front half is missing, and its ass over kettle aimed straight down at the ground. And it would fall, with an exception to the fact that the elemental is still powering the vessel, and it's driving it into the soil. Doesn't seem to be going deep, but it's maintaining enough force that it's keeping it straight up. But as you fly around to determine where you are, you have no immediate indicator of this place. You don't know where you are. This is all unfamiliar territory to you. You hear the sounds of a significant amount of wildlife. But what catches your eye the most is a creature that is, while natural to this area, it's not wholly natural to you, and you have very limited experience with it. Some curious creature has moved up to the ship, and it seems to be pulling at some of the lumber. It's arched up on its rear back legs, and it seems to be scratching, leaving these deep indentations as it's smelling and rucking at the bottom of the vessel itself. Give me knowledge nature.
All right.
Huge.
21.
Yeah, very good. You see an owlbear cub.
Cute.
It seems to be incredibly curious. It's focused on the bottom half of the vessel. It's scratching. Seems to be very interested in what is either inside or what it actually is entirely. Now, based on your knowledge, you realize that cubs never stray far away from mom. It takes a long time for them to reach adulthood. And if one cub is here, mom is bound to be close. You know that owlbears are incredibly dangerous. And as you take a secondary and even then a third glance at this, that's really big for a cub, but it has the telltale signs. The down under the front left and right arm haven't quite fully formed, giving it its almost gliding like wings. It's a really big cub, Scout.
Could I pluck like some rations out from underneath my feathers and can I like chuck them to see if I can distract the owlbear?
Sure, what sort of
Like,
rations do
get
you
away
have?
from the ship.
Just could you describe it, please?
I don't know, whatever.
Whose
what do you
ration
normally get
is
for
it?
rations? My rations.
What does Scout do with rations as a Warforged?
But I was like,
Just
"Scout of rations."
gives them to their companions.
Okay.
I have
Alright.
good berries too.
So you have, I'm going to guess, probably some dried fruit, probably a bit of dried meat as well.
I'll pick the dried meat then. I think that might be more appeasing to the owlbear.
Sure. Do you glide down to the creature, or do you kind of stay up high and yeet it down?
I kind of stay up high and eat it down.
You nudge it, and as it seems to be raking at the bottom side of the vessel, it hears the pleating noise of it falling to the soil, and its head turns. And it's wild because its head turns almost 180 degrees around. And its eyes seem to dilate multiple times and focus before finally seeing what's there. And it drops its large and lumbering body off the bottom of the vessel and starts moving over to this before sniffing it a few times, rounding it, looking around, and then happily tearing into the meat. What do you do?
I observe, and if I need to drop another one, I will. Kind of like basically making a trail away from the ship.
Sure. I need a new perception from you, please.
All right. $31. Mama
31.
owlbears out there? Is that what I'm looking for?
As you're focusing, you're dropping more and more of these trail rations. It's going to inevitably cut into this. You're going to have less treats for your friends, which is fine. I think for Scout, it means it's
I
saving
think
your
it'd
allies
actually be
now.
higher than that. I forgot to click the right sheet.
That's totally fine. That's still, I think even then it's like a 35.
Up, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. You got... Yeah, it's going to be a 35. You see everything. You will see everything. You can actually tell from where you're at, you get just enough of the canopy light that it reveals that there is a shimmer in the sky. And it's something that you'd seen previously once before as you had flown up from the vessel. That glamour shimmer is from, the captain's ship. To someone else with normal spectrum vision, they wouldn't be able to see this, but your eyes have been trained to pick up on the uniqueness of these sort of effects. And as you focus on it, you can see the shape, the outline, the tailwind that seems to move, some of the cloud that shifts under as it passes through. Captain Strickland's vessel is nearing, which means that you either have allies on board, or he's interested in coming back for that elemental. But where your attention is drawn to that, you overhear probably 60 or 70 feet away, the sound of a tree warping. And your head similarly spins, much like the owlbears. And while you can't immediately see what it is, you can see the size of the tree that's twisting under its weight. You hear the sound of the roots snap as it seems to split the tree and it falls down. You hear the call of the younger owlbear as it was interested in the meat, but it starts running back in the destination and direction of wherever that tree had fallen. Your best guess is that may be the mother.
Scout will quickly fly back to her companions.
Inside, you'll find them nestled in the hallway, attempting to find themselves on their feet. But it is difficult, as Anju is still manacled and Sera is still injured. All she seems to have to her name, aside from her backpack, is a dagger.
I have good news and bad news. Which would you like first?
Bad news first. Bad news first.
There is a mama owl bear and baby cub.
Fuck!
Oh,
God damn it.
what's the
What's
good
the
news?
good news?
Our ship is returning. The Fallen is coming our way.
Oh,
Okay.
hopefully not in the same direction of the owlbear.
It is, Scout. It is.
Affirmative, it is.
Oh dear.
I can try to warn them.
How far away are they? Where?
That might be a good idea.
Probably a few hundred yards out. You know that you could get there very quickly. And if nothing impedes you, it's straight line. Your flight speed is quick.
If nothing impedes me, I should be able to get there quickly. But
Maybe
if the owl bear comes back, you will be on your own.
Thank you.
I think that was the case. And yeah, try not to. If you can fly up there without being detected.
Question.
Answer. Daily
We have
double.
not leveled up yet, right? Technically.
You need rest. That is correct.
Okay. So I was like, could
I don't know
use one
about
of
y'all,
my
but I'm
abilities
feeling
in this case.
I'm feeling rested.
All right. Then with that, Scout will fly up and try to get there as quickly as possible.
Sure enough, as the Horizon Treader lie, you burst out of the side porthole, climbing to the precipice and rising to Captain Strickland's vessel, the Fallen. You hear it before the clarity of the ship actually rises to you. The sounds of the mechanization of the airship takes over as you fly right through the glamour. Cain and Ivan are atop the vessel. Cain seems worse for wear. Ivan still seems like Ivan, for all intents and purposes, in his giant toad form. The captain...
Salutations, Ivan. Salutations, Cain. Captain.
I knew
Sir.
we would find. See, great. Warforged to Warforged, we've got something in common.
Affirmative. Anju and Sera are still below.
And they're not in pieces, are they? Maybe a
They
few
are
pieces.
not in 100%.
I knew it. Pieces. Funeral dirge. Someone. Anybody play an instrument? Anything?
They are still alive,
Oh.
but there are owl bears below.
Oh.
Did she say owlbears?
Iron owlbears. Tell me more.
There is a large one, a mama, I believe, and their cub.
Did you say there's a cub?
Affirmative.
That's quite a haul.
I do not understand.
I'm gonna fucking mark this dude.
The value.
I was
There's
just
value.
gonna eat him.
There's value in that. I'm just suggesting that if you find the right buyer, mothers make for interesting combat training, and cubs make for interesting self-defense and home defense.
They are very dangerous creatures.
They are very dangerous.
Even a baby cub.
Even a bit. Wait, did you meet them?
I saw them, and I fed them.
Both?
Negative. Only the baby. I tried to get it to wander away from the ship.
Fine. What do you mean by wander away from the? It had found its way to the Lavender airship.
Affirmative. It was smelling for something, scratching.
Can I get off this ship now?
He looks to you and he kind of raises his hand.
You could fall if you wish. It's probably not very far now. You might survive.
The elemental is digging the ship further into the ground.
What's the plan then, Captain?
We must save Anju and Sera.
Well, how are they? You said that they were in their functional design pieces.
They could use some heals.
They could use some heals. All right, they have seen damage. Could you do
And
that?
Sera's armor is broken.
Nance?
And I believe she has lost her sword and shield.
Perfect. She's absolutely useless. This is what we like to
She is
hear.
armed right now with Anju's dagger, I believe.
Well, that's not great. All right.
Negative.
It's a nice dagger.
Well, how about this? I will bring us to just below the canopy. I would set us down. I could do that. But if there's an owlbear down there, that would be quite bad. Is there still a way to the actual ship?
Could I see a path to the ship?
Yeah, you can
Could we
actually
have
see.
landed like above it or something?
The likelihood is that it fell like just below the canopy, and it's able to, like, they were able to identify where it was because where you're at, you can actually see the ring of fire. It's managed to burn away a number of like pieces of the canopy, and it's sort of illuminating from the surface.
Ah, that's a bit of a drop.
Affirmative.
Right, well, I'd really like to hear Ivan's take on this. Where's the fancy orb thing? Where's that at? I would like his thoughts. I need his thoughts on this.
Scout will go over and pluck out, like switch into their other form and pull out like this little orb and start spinning around it.
Good, good. Mr. Freely, come on. Come on, buddy.
You know how fucking hard it is to hold two ships together while they're trying to move apart?
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
helped.
I appreciate it.
Good job, and all that. I'm sorry about the explosion. The explosion was supposed to happen. That's why I told you before it happened.
Yeah. I've seen better days.
Hey, I get that. Turns out that if you die, it's not the end. You can find your way back.
I'll just make sure I die right at the foot of a forge.
Not a bad idea.
All right.
So what's your
So
take
what's
on
your
all this,
best-
Ivan Freely?
We just
I would-
need to.
I would ask a bit more of Cain, but I'm certain that he's seeing hallucinations at the moment.
That's my bad.
You're a real man.
So, the best that we can do is, I mean, we have to put the fallen down because we need to get the people back onto the ship, right? You want the elemental? How's it gonna get on the ship unless we're on the ground?
You make a good point. So
Yeah.
then what do we do about the owlbear?
We run distraction.
Distraction. Right. Well, I could have Charon and a few of the guys kill it. We could take the cub, we could kill the mom, and be on our way.
Or we could feed
Perfect.
it.
Yeah, or you can feed it, or you can get it to chase after something. Maybe
Right.
a cheetah.
That's fair. I've heard they were fast. I've not seen one personally.
Luckily, we have one in our group.
That was going to be my next guess. Did you have another form, Ivan Freely? Are you capable of becoming this Cheeto?
No, but someone possibly more capable can.
More capable than you, unheard of.
Scout?
Affirmative. I do not believe I am more capable, though. Just capable of other functionalities.
Do you think
I-
that if a mother owlbear was sprinting at you with all of its might and terrifyingness, that you would be okay with running it in circles?
Owlbear versus... What do I know with my high roll of nature? 21 was owlbear versus cheetah.
How
You're
fast
just
does your
gotta be
cheetah form
fast.
move?
I think it's 50 feet. My dog might be faster.
Really?
Yeah,
greyhound?
maybe. 50
Oh,
feet. Yeah, I think the
greyhound, yeah.
greyhound is faster.
I think it might be the same.
Oh, greyhound is slower. Cheetah's faster by 10 feet. So 50 feet.
You know that they are not incredibly dexterous creatures, but where they lack dexterity, they live for the ability to bulldoze most anything. So if you are capable of keeping distance, you will separate yourself. The problem is, this forest is thick. It's rather dense. Your ability to be dexterous is also quite limited. You also know that they climb trees. They can also uproot trees. That their beaks and claws are capable of rending through metal like a hot knife through butter.
I can deal with that. Climb a tree, they cut the tree down, turn into a bird, fly by.
If I'm able to keep my distance, I could. But if I lose my distance, then it could be, well, very damaging.
That's a lot of ifs.
So we have your guys keep an eye on Scout. Anything goes wrong, they put it down.
All right. Let me talk to him. I'll try to convince him.
He turns around. He looks to a few of the men.
Get your asses up here. You're gonna be running fast, or running, distracting. Distracting. You're gonna be distracting an owlbear. Yeah, I know what it sounds like. It's fine. Listen, it's not the end. It's mortal coil. Blah 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 blah. We all have bodies. All right. We'll build you better. It's all right. Get up here now.
And it seems like the short straw is drawn before 3 or 4 men are immediately shoved to the front. They turn to kind of fight against it, but the heavier or larger men immediately try to fight back. They resist, and they shove them forward.
I like these guys. Look at them. Promotions, the whole lot of you. It's excellent. You're like lightning in a bottle, except you're more boisterous. What's more than a bottle? A barrel. Lightning in a barrel. Yeah, this is perfect. You guys you'll do so well.
Would burn the barrel.
Why? That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Don't tell them that though.
So it's settled then.
I suppose it is.
All right, cut the light.
You got it.
And he seems to rise his hand almost in like a occurring crescendo, and he brings forth this light, and the sound of the flame seems to also dull out before falling around the vessel, and it just starts to float, maintaining what little momentum before coming to a floating halt at the tree line. He glances back, and he expresses to you that he can bring it down.
Won't be much, but I'll bring it down enough so that you and my men can get down.
Perfect.
Now, my immediate take on this is that this light of yours probably isn't going to last, Ivan Freely.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to cut that too.
How do you want to run this? You just gonna roll the dice?
What I've been doing my whole fucking life. As long as I don't wind up as a fucking mushroom, I should be fine.
All right, my friend.
Mushroom.
Tell me when.
Give to me a D8, please.
And Scout will stop spinning around the thing.
Is that the mushroom?
That
Put it
is
away.
the Howler Monkey.
Hey,
Oh, that's actually great.
Distraction.
The Howler
Howler
Monkey.
Monkey.
The
I'm
pro.
gonna fucking throw my voice
You
trying
have
to do this.
4 opposable thumbs and a prehensile tail. The con, you are exceptionally loud. You have 0 stealth. Holy shit. Begins losing it. Excellent.
Sounds like we just leveled the playing field.
If you need the stats, I'll go ahead and drop this in here so that you have access to it. This is your monkey form.
Love it.
Monkey.
Yeah. Pretty quick little fella. There you go. You have access to it. You know their numbers. You are capable. The Howler Monkey. Now, to the bottom. Scout, I need to know what you're doing. Are you going back to the others to express to them what the plan is?
Ooh, yeah, maybe I could fly down and tell him first.
Can I ride on you?
Are you,
Ooh,
what
that's a
size of a creature are
great
you? 'Cause
question,
I'm small.
actually.
Tiny.
A
I'm
great
tiny.
question, but is it a great idea?
Let me see if I can actually find the howler. The howler might be its own thing.
I feel like the
Yeah, because
howler
a hawk is a
very
tiny
small.
animal.
Hawks.
Because it says that the primate monkey is already tiny, and I feel
Yeah.
like a normal howler monkey, like they're even smaller. Like they're the ones from like from Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Isn't that a howler monkey?
Howler monkeys are 24 to 26 inches tall, and they weigh, males weigh about 32 pounds.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. I'm bigger. Yeah, I'm looking them up.
And a
Yeah,
hawk
little bigger.
is probably, well, hawks are,
What is your strength, Maggie, as the hawk?
it is 6.
Yeah, you do have those
6.
hollow
My
bones.
dex is 17. I'm like very,
Oh, actually, yeah, you will lose. You're going to go down to 10 feet around in your fly speed, but you can carry Ivan as a howler monkey. It's really like
I'm gonna
slow
add to the
falling.
distraction. Yeah, you're like a chicken.
It's like slow falling.
Yeah, just rapidly flapping the wings
falling.
as you're just fluttering down to the ground. I mean, if you're cool with it.
I want
You
to
tell me to
cast
fuck
Drench
off.
on myself to wash the slime off.
Very good.
how,
Roll a
how much
D1000.
does a
Oh my
howler monkey
God.
weigh? Did you say?
34 pounds.
Ooh, yeah, because like hawks can pick up dogs that are like 20 pounds, but.
Bro, you
30-something is a
love the
lot.
900s. You like
Yeah,
you roll
it's-
so
I
much in
know.
the 900s.
Fucking Tony Hawk over here.
What were you casting?
yeah.
He's testing
Come on, that was a
Alright.
good ass joke.
What
Drench
you got,
on himself.
chat?
He's
Now
casting
he's
what
gonna
on
drench
himself?
himself in pee.
What were you casting on yourself?
Drench.
Drench. What does that do?
That's actually kind of cool.
Sudden downpour.
That's actually kind of cool.
Just hobo shower.
You,
Hobo shower.
it's
What?
Yeah.
thought management. You are capable of reading the thoughts of the creatures around you.
Ooh,
Oh.
that'll be
wait,
good.
I can
For
talk
how
to you.
long?
It says for a 24-hour period.
I can talk
You
to
can talk
you.
to the howler monkey, yeah.
That's sick.
How do I? Can I?
The question is, what is Ivan thinking of in his howler monkey form?
There's my water.
Is it a two-way street or is it just
No.
like? Do I know? Okay, I don't perceive that he's hearing my
Correct.
thoughts.
I just want to know what Ivan is thinking.
This will be great for a distraction.
He thinks loudly. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I was not ready.
Why is Ivan so loud? What?
Hey!
He is a howler monkey. They howl quite loudly.
Ivan seems to be imitating you.
Can you hear?
Yes, I hear you, you confounded monkey.
This is awesome!
You're thinking all that, or you're
Yeah,
just
this is me
screeching at
thinking this. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why do your thoughts sound like the blasted creature?
Ah! Let me try to whisper.
What do your frog
Can you hear
thoughts
me?
sound like? Ah! No more.
I'm reading my thoughts there, bro. I don't know.
I can't turn it off.
Ah! I'm going down with Scout, so.
Should I come?
Yeah, cast Featherfall. Come down.
I just tried to cast Drench and it didn't work.
All right, then jump. Oh fucking no! I'm a monkey. Did I ain't that smart right now?
I'll stay here. Let me know if you need me.
Oh my god.
Scout will fly down.
Scout, you take flight.
Scout
Ivan,
definitely thinks the captain's telling the truth, that Cain is losing it.
Ivan, do you try to climb on top, Scout, or do you let Scout carry you?
Yeah, I'll just like hang onto a foot or something, you know, just like.
Well, I can like grab onto you, like.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Got
but
it.
it's gonna be very slow. 'cause
Yeah,
you
we're
are-
just holding hands.
You're heavy.
You got it. You manage to grab onto him, and you realize that you're not prepared, right? Like you're not immediately prepared for the additional weight. So you start to fly, and it's very difficult for you to maintain height. So you're declining.
Like floating.
But
Yeah.
you're kind of like floating down, like paragliding almost to the top side. I guess it's the ass of the ship, right? Of the Horizon Treader. You're able to land on top of it, or at least that ass end of the ship. And Ivan, you can see that this ring, the flaming ring, is all the way around here.
They are down below. Follow me.
Sorry,
Scout
I'm hearing
will
that.
fly.
I'm looking up the sounds of a howler monkey. Have you ever heard these things?
Yes,
They're insane.
It's demonic.
Yeah.
it's haunting.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, I'm curious.
it's a lot.
Link it.
When
that
I
just
was in
fucked him
Brazil,
up.
there was a whole bunch of them. They sounded scary.
all right. Slight distraction.
So like we obviously heard them coming, right? There's no.
Well, I mean, you guys are gonna have probably 5 to 10 minutes before you will hear the sound of something falling to the top side of the ship. Do you say anything, Sera and Anju? Is there any
How are we
conversation?
I mean, how are we gonna get up there? Do we need to bring your armor?
No, we can leave that. Let's just go with what we have here.
I've got a grappling hook, but I'm, you know,
Yeah, I have nothing.
I mean, I feel like we hide for now because I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know about owlbears? Like,
Give me knowledge nature.
okay, that's.
Man, you know they're really bad to find in a dark
I mean,
alley.
hold on. I've got 4 rerolls. All right, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Roll a save to see if you shit your pants.
I emphasize what I say about not wanting to meet them in a dark alley, but I also expound by expressing that what the captain said above, even though you couldn't hear it at the time, it's completely true. They yield quite a high value when they are detained. They make for, if properly trained, they make for excellent guards. They are very, very proficient in using as like Colosseum like monsters, right, for fights. So you know they're valuable, but you know that they're highly dangerous.
Well, I'm trying to determine if they are like territorial, like if them simply seeing us will
they're
aggro.
incredibly territorial creatures. You also know, based on what you can glean from the scenario, and what you've been told, that they are sort of like the apex natural creature. It's hard to beat them without shifting up in multiple size categories.
Yeah. So we should stay inside currently, I think.
There's the audible sound of something thumping from above.
Was it me?
It was.
What the fuck?
Pretty accurate. Oh my gosh, it's the demons. They're
I
coming.
don't.
Can I go run off into the forest? Because I don't want to be around. I don't want to track the bear here.
Sure,
I
of
don't
course.
make
Yeah,
a
of course you
choice.
can. Of course you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take to a tree.
I have to ask. Going back above, up to the top of the ship, Cain.
Yeah.
You know that you're the only person that can hear into the mind of Ivan.
Yep.
You were also led to believe that there is, in fact, an owlbear below. That being said,
How far down is it?
it's about 45 feet.
Okay, I'll try to cast Featherfall on myself.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Give me D1000.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get off the shit, Bubs. Okay.
Sure. No, I got you. Go for it. Give me D1000.
420,
Hey,
baby.
Let's go.
Funny number, dude.
Funny, nice.
That's lit, bro.
Look, they're just trying to reflect what's going on with you.
That's fucking
In-game.
blessed. Yeah, that is. It's the sex number. You're right.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
How do you do that?
Cool's
Oh.
better than dead.
Okay.
What's the range on the reading thoughts?
He's got to be within 30.
Can you be within 40 of me since I yell?
I mean,
Your thoughts are louder.
Your thoughts are louder.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Sure, why not? Just for the sake of the meme. This is actually 420 is called Fairy's Dance.
Of course it
Everyone
fucking is.
within a 100, every living creature within a 150-yard radius, except for yourself, is affected by the spell of Fairy's Dance. You are capable
shit.
of seeing their silhouette illuminated by fairy fire.
Ooh, pretty.
So for 450 feet away, you can see every living creature
You can see the owlbears.
of diminutive size and higher.
You're OP right now. You're omniscient.
Sensory
you
overload,
can hear
bro.
their thoughts and
You're
see them.
High as
Psych-
shit.
Psychic Widowmaker.
Cast again. Maybe you'll be able to talk back to them. Like
hide
fucking Professor X over
Fairy
here.
fire is very handy if you have like an invisible person. So does he see the elf?
Oh.
Blast it.
Is the
I'm
elf on the
gonna
ship
cast
now?
Featherfall again.
When you cast Featherfall, it will succeed this time.
Okay. God. Okay, I jump.
You do. And the moment that, like, as you cast it, you start to fall, but the moment you hit like that 10-foot apex, your body immediately just starts to flutter down. Like it's immediate slow fall. And you start to see all of the creatures, and no more than probably, I would say, 120 feet away, pushing its body into a tree, and its young nearest to it is the owlbear in question. And it's big, Cain. Give me a knowledge nature.
Oh.
Cain, you know
He knows too
A lot.
much.
you believe that
He
it's
is omniscient.
speculated to believe, right, that owlbears are creatures that was a combination of an experiment of magic and bears themselves. But it was since later discovered that they are natural. They are naturally found in multiple locations, and they are biome adjacent, so their bodies change based upon location, right? So it's like lizards in America are different than like lizards in like Guatemala and what have you. It's sort of like this. Owlbears, they reflect to where their biome is and the location that they are. You have a really rough idea about how large they're supposed to be, but this one, it goes beyond all relevant knowledge of anything that has been recorded. This one is not normal. The cub is normal for an adult owlbear. The adult owlbear
Dire owlbears.
is enormous. It's roughly the size of like an expedition, and I'm talking about of the Ford variety. It's probably several thousand pounds, about 22 to 24 feet long. To define it as enormous is an understatement. As you Mary Poppins flutter your way down to the earth, you see its silhouette form, its head rear up and stand on the twos where its arms stretch out and its body and its large talon-like arms pull two trees together and push its head into it, bending and warping the wood around it before it seems to ruck back down and fall. And as you flutter down, it lets the trees go, and you can see its attention settle directly on you. And
On me?
This is where we end tonight's session.
Good God.
Sarah, you want to farm the XP?
Can I get a nap?
Hey, you have
I
a
don't have
dagger.
a shield or a sword.
I'll give you two. You can dual wield.
Yeah.
Easy.
You know?
You could read its thoughts, though.
That's what I want to. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I want to know what it's thinking.
Kill.
Thinking lunch,
For my
dinner,
baby.
breakfast in the morning. Chew toy, Warforged.
This is where we end tonight's session. So, thank you guys for playing and seeing through the encounter that was the LAS Horizon Treader. We will continue this next week. I have some scripting ahead of myself to determine exactly where this is going to go, to find out what its motivations will be. I was not anticipating you being able to see it and then being able to read the minds of creatures around you. That sort of changes things.
I'm about to fuck y'all up.
This can't
I'm
go.
gonna know all your secrets.
This can't go immediately well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get our call-outs here. We're going to start in the bottom right. Anju, BenBriggs, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you, sir?
My name's BenBriggs. You might know me from remixing video game music. You can find me on Twitch. I stream, 4 days a week, including this one that we're doing right now. BenBriggslive. You can go into Google and you can type in BenBriggslive, and then you can find me, and then you can hang out.
Perfect. We love that. Let's talk about Scout. Scout, what are you doing? Where can we find you, Maggie?
Hello, I'm Margaret. You can find me at MargaretKrohn in all of the places, except for TikTok. I'm MargaretKrohn 1337, and I make games and video games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all of the places.
Wonderful.
Sub to up.
Sera, Ms. Magitech. Tracy, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Tracy, aka Miss Magitech, aka MagiRPG. In chat, that's when you see me as MagiRPG, saying hi and contemplating my choices, as per usual, that I make in my games. You can find me at twitch.tv/MagiRPG if I'm not here. Yeah, because that's really all I'm doing is playing games in MagiRPG. We play a Forged in the Dark game. Girl by Moonlight. So if you've played like Blades in the Dark or Scum and Villainy, they now have a Magical Girls version. So it's very fun. And also SOS, Vampire the Masquerade on Saturdays with Bub and Maggie. You can find me there as well. So that's all for me.
Wonderful. Cain, CobaltStreak, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hello, I'm doing a Tainted Law streak, going for the world record on Binding of Isaac on my channel. I've been playing some backpack battles, some Final Fantasy VII, but like offline. But I don't know, maybe I'll stream some of the more exciting parts. Thursday we've got D&D as well. My whole group is covered in feces and just walked through a room of caltraps. And there's goblins knocking at the door, so that should be fun.
Yeah.
And I'll leave you with one last thing before we go. Don't trust House Cannith.
Oh, what did House Cannith do?
Lies and slanders.
Well, I guess we'll find out more.
What did they do?
Very, very soon. Mr. Ivan Freely, FrostPrime, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you, sir?
FrostPrime. You Google it, you'll find a Warframe. If you scroll down, you'll find me. That's me. I play video games and stuff, and I'm tired. Sorry.
You're all good.
I'm sleepy.
You are all good. Guys, make sure you follow them. Support them in all of their endeavors. They're great people. Wonderful content creators. You already know what I'm doing here. Thank you so much for all the follows, all the love, all of the, looks like 52 subs. Huge. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, thank you for all the subs today. They helped us a lot.
Come back and see us. I might be doing something tomorrow. I've got some VTM stuff, and then I have to do some secret, not so secret alien planning for another show. But I'll see you guys, if not tomorrow, then definitely Wednesday, and for sure Thursday on Cobalt's channel. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Do what you do. Stay safe, stay nerdy, and we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.